Hello everybody, welcome to another live stream. I hope you're all doing really well and you're all having a good day. We're here. I'm not going to be doing anything exciting today. We're not going to be gaming. We're not going to do anything like that. I'm literally just going to be editing. That's my job for today. Hello Dr. H, how are you? Welcome. I hope you're doing well. I hope your day is going well. Anything exciting planned for the weekend coming up? Hello Michael Jackson, nice to see you. So I'm going to be editing today. I'm not going to be doing anything too wild. I am on day 6 or 7, I think. Maybe 7 or 8 since I posted my Minecraft video. And I'm trying to stay as close to weekly as possible. I had reached 200 followers and now I lost one, at least one. I don't know if I've lost more. I haven't checked. I should probably check. But I want to edit, but I'm not going to get a chance this weekend because tomorrow is Kendra's competition. And so I am leaving bright and early tomorrow. Actually, I gotta put the keys in the mailbox soon. I'm leaving bright and early tomorrow to go to New York, and we're gonna watch her compete. And I'm not gonna be home till Sunday in the afternoon, and I work Sunday, so I will not have a chance to edit for the next few days. So I want to get working on it. Night Owl, how's it going, man? How are you? Do not judge me too harshly if you see like really backwards assed ways of me doing things, because I don't know any shortcuts. I don't know any like efficient ways to do things. So there's some stuff that I do that's really slow motion. Right now I am just going to be doing a rough cut. I am about, where am I at? I am about like it's really early into the edit. I am 11 minutes in, 13 minutes in, but I have to cut some of this like dead air out. So like I'm like 13 minutes into the video. But if I show you, that's just this little chunk. I got all this stuff to go through. Now, a lot of this is going to be where I was just fishing and doing like wasted stuff. I'm just checking the videos to see if any of it's useful. This has a little bit more talking. This has a lot more talking. So that'll be where I'm doing most of the edit, but this is the plan for today, just because if I don't get it done now, I will never get it done. Oh, I'm not even showing you guys. It's just me. Whoops. I'm not even showing you guys. I'm so dumb. Nobody can have more roundabout way. Okay, good. Good, Dr. H. Yes. There, I can do it since it's not gameplay. There we go. So like I've got these 3 longer clips, but this little tiny chunk, this little bit is my 13 minutes. Now this long one is probably like, it's me fishing and like trying to set up the pool that I made to fish in a more efficient way. Spoiler alert, I never found an efficient way. It never seemed to work. And then I came back and did a bit more fishing and tried to work on some stuff. And then I did just plain gameplay. So I want to edit it because like I said, I'm not going to be able to edit for the next few days. And if I can't get back to this until Monday, I'm probably not going to get the video out until like Wednesday. And if that's the case, that's going to be a really long time. I forgot to check what I was checking.
With McDonald's $5.99 tax,
but yeah, so that's kind of the plan for now. Nothing too crazy or exciting, you know. I'm not really looking forward to doing this. Yeah, I lost the 1 sub. Oh, so heartbreaking. That's okay. It's only 1 though. I'm not looking forward to doing this because I'll be honest with you, I think the video is boring so far, because it's hard to make this make sense to people. It's very disheartening when you are working on something in Minecraft and it doesn't work out the way you plan it to work out, and you've spent hours doing it. Like this clip alone, can I even see how long it is? I don't even know. But here it's at, what is it, 13 minutes, and then by the end of it, it's at roughly 1 hour and 10 minutes. So it's about an hour's long of just fishing, and nothing happens. And so it's really hard to find energy to put on like the character. I'm being me, but it's obviously highlighted and a bit more exaggerated to make it more entertaining. It's hard to find that energy when you've spent an hour and nothing came of it. So it's really disheartening at times. And then when you go in and you end up like the other one's cut down. The other one's like another 3 hours, but it's like two and a half hours. So let's say 2 hours of footage here plus another like 3-ish hours of my old clip. It's 5 hours of footage, and nothing happened. So it's hard to find that energy to make it exciting when that happens. So it's kind of, yeah. Oh my gosh, Dr. H, that is quite a roundabout, inefficient way to work. Oh, Night Owl, I wanted to show you. So because Kendra's got her competition tomorrow, we went to her sister-in-law's house. It's her brother's wife, who she does her own nails. She does like little fancy things, and Kendra got her nails done because, you know, she's gonna go to this competition and she wants her fingers to look nice. And while I was there, I was like, do you want to do mine? And so she did them. She's got like the UV light stuff, and like she dehydrated my nails, and like she did all of it. So it hasn't even like started to remotely show any wear and tear. It's been a couple of days now, but I went a little bit over, and I actually got like yellow on my fingers to kind of add for the color of the channel. For anybody on TikTok, if you're interested, to add the colors of the channel. I thought that was really fun. I was really excited about that, and they're really cool. I don't know if I have the patience to do it the way that she did them. No, just regular nails. She just used like a UV style nail polish, and then did multiple layers and did like the base coat. Well, she dehydrated, then base coat, then the like 4 or 5 coats of the regular polish, and then the top coat. Yeah, she did a really good job. Like I was very happy with them. I really liked them, and yeah, it's so cool. I don't have the patience, but I mean, I don't mind throwing like 20 bucks her way if she wants to do them every once in a while. It's kind of cool, especially because I don't have to like worry about them when I'm at work, because when I'm working they chip really easily, and I don't have to worry. Like, they're obviously gonna chip, but they're not chipping as easily as the other stuff I've done, so I like it. I'm very happy. Anyways, so I'm just gonna edit. You're gonna see kind of how I work through things. There's gonna be moments where you're gonna hear that I'm literally just like talking to myself in the video footage, and it's usually like I'm sending a voice message to somebody, or like I'm searching something. You might even hear background noise of like a YouTube video that I have running in the background. Yes, I watch a lot of crime documentaries, but I'm gonna be scrubbing through a lot of it, so you probably won't hear a lot of it, because I try to settle for areas where I'm just talking and not have a lot of downtime. I'm not going to be adding any memes right now. If I do this quickly, I might add some memes, but I don't think I'll be adding any memes. I don't have any time lapses done. That could change. If I have a lot of time, I might work on a time lapse edit, which I do on Minecraft itself, but I want to get at least the rough cut done. I know I need one time lapse for sure. I don't think I need any other time lapses, but we'll see. We'll see what I come up with. Couple of weeks before they start chipping. Yeah, mine, just because my work is so hands-on, like the one nail is already showing a little chip on it, but it's because my work is so hands-on, and I'm working with like heavy chemicals. I wear gloves all the time, but like, yeah, the day after I got them, the day I got them done, I went to work that night, and I had to open one of the doors, and whoever shut the store down, they put the doors to close instead of just like off. And so when I opened it, the doors closed again, and as I was doing it, my hand slipped and my nails caught the door. It didn't scratch them, but things like that is what causes them to fall apart. So they probably won't last very long, but mine last 2 or 3 days. So the fact that these could last even a week, they've already lasted long as my other ones do, while the other ones are already chipped. These ones are still in great condition, so I'll take it. I will take it. Yeah, you just stop hitting your nails for that reason? Yeah, it's frustrating, because like, it's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work. Okay, let's see. This is just me. Yeah, so I built up the pool in the background, which I'm going to use a time lapse for that. So basically all that's happened in this video so far is I did some digging and then dealt with some animals and stuff, and then I decided I was going to fish, because the tools I'm using keep breaking. And I was hoping to fish out some magic books so I can enchant some of my stuff and hopefully have a bit more powerful tools or better protection. And it didn't happen. So this is me working on actually trying to set up the pool and try to fish and stuff. I spent quite a while doing that. They'd either chip too quickly or I'd have to take them off to work with food. Yeah, that's the other thing, is thankfully I don't work with food, so I don't have to worry about it too much. But yeah, when I worked in healthcare, we weren't allowed to paint our nails either. Not that at the time I was really doing it, but we weren't supposed to. Bobby, thank you so much for the like. I really appreciate that, and the follow. I hope you're doing well. Okay. So. Let me know if you guys think I should turn the music off or not. I'm not sure if the music should be off or not. There's a weird thing happening with my audio, and I don't know what it is. For those wondering, I'm using Final Cut Pro. I'm using my MacBook for this. I have a weird thing happening with my audio when I'm recording. My gameplay is set to full blast on the PC and on the road and on the Wavelink software. Everything is set to max. But the gameplay audio is so quiet. As you just saw, I just boosted it to the maximum because I record in 3 channels technically. I do one channel that's my voice, one channel that's gameplay, and the third channel is a combination of both. With the idea of if something goes wrong with one of the other channels, I at least have the combination to work with. And or if I decide to use it for like a TikTok or whatever, I have the combination audio available. But I have to boost my gameplay audio on the post work to the maximum as well because it's too quiet, and I don't understand why. Like if I mute the music, you'll hear how quiet this is. Like, hold on, something with a bit more noise. You can't really, like, it's there, but it's really quiet, and this is boosted to the max. So I don't understand why it's so quiet. Yes, it's recorded in OBS. And on OBS, I have it also turned up all the way. So I don't understand why. Even when, like, it's making noise, it's barely reaching, like, -20 decibels. So I don't really know why it's as quiet as it is. It's really, really weird. But then, 2 videos ago when I recorded, the gameplay sound was so loud. That was one of the ones that, like, one of the audio channels was wrecked. My voice, I think, didn't record. So I had, like, plain gameplay twice, and then the third channel had both my voice and the gameplay. And that one I couldn't do anything about because the gameplay was too loud. I don't know. I have no idea. It's freaking weird. But yes, I'll keep the sound on. You're gonna hear distorted sounds all coming through the whole time, so editing isn't really that hard. It's just very specific, Michael Jackson. It's very, like, you have to pay attention to the details. That's all it is. So, spoiler alert, if you want to watch my Minecraft video as a whole, I'm sorry, this might spoil it for you. But if you're not going to watch it, this is the kind of stuff that happens to me. I literally quit because of this. So I jumped down because I fished out my name tag, and the name tag flew behind me and landed here. So I went to grab it. This is where editing gets hard because I don't talk. And so it's a lot of silence. I have to find interesting things that I say. You'll also see that I cheat because I pause a lot when I talk. So I have to, like, edit what I'm saying to make it all fit into a smaller space. And then this happened. And you can see what's in my inventory. My mighty bucket. And my iron tools. Very disappointing. Very, very heartbreaking to have that happen. Oh, it says Paper Mario. It's not supposed to say Paper Mario. Yeah, and that's exactly it. Is I can always go back and record more. I haven't done it yet. Usually because I'm too lazy to do it, but it gives me that option to be able to go back and record some thoughts afterwards if something was on my mind but I didn't actually say it, or if I word it in a way that doesn't sound right or doesn't convey the right detail. Because the biggest problem I run into is I'll say a thought and I'll stop halfway through and then I'll complete the thought even like 5 minutes later. And I'm doing something totally separate from where the original thought was. And there's no way for me to edit it to make sense. And usually when I come back to the thought, I've now added a detail of something that happened in between. And so now I can't join the thoughts because the detail makes it clear that something happened. But how do I make the thought make sense while including that thing that I said or did or whatever? It can be really frustrating, especially with my speech pattern. I don't speak smoothly enough. Okay, so I'm gonna start here. That's all gonna be time lapse, so we can get rid of all that. Yes, I can. I don't remember how, but I can. It's in a weird spot. I just don't remember where. But there is a way to do it where you can just like add a voice note to it and it like saves into the video. But normally I'm editing at my other setup, or I'm editing on my MacBook, but I'm not here with this microphone. And so I don't do, that's why I was like, why don't I do the voice clip thing? Because like it seems pretty easy. It's because I'm sitting at a different setup, or I'm sitting with my Mac, but I don't have this microphone setup connected. And for me, it's a pet peeve when I hear audio changes and I can really hear it. There's a guy that I watch, Wavy Web Surf. Love his videos, love the way he kind of delivers his coverage of whatever he's talking about. But he has a really heavy hand when it comes to editing his speech. And it's very clear that he's using different microphones at times, or they're recorded at different times, because it'll be mid-sentence and the audio will just change quality and then change right back. So it'll be like, I don't know, the lazy fox jumped over the fence or whatever. And it'll be like, the lazy fox jumped over the fence. And it's like, whoa, it's really obvious you used different clips and made one sentence out of various takes. And so I don't want that. So then I don't end up doing it because I'm like, oh, I gotta get up, turn on the big computer, turn on the Rodecaster, turn on OBS, record the thought, then bring it over to my computer. It's like, forget it. I'll just figure out a way to work with it or get rid of it. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Isn't that so dumb to put that somewhere? Like record voiceover in window. Why is that in window? I would picture that in trim. I mean, in edit, or maybe clip, or modify. Because like I'm modifying my edit by adding something separate, or I'm adding a clip, or I'm editing in a voice thing. But window? I mean, it pops out a window. Like if I do it, there's the window, but it doesn't, it's weird. It's weird. I mean, I have ADHD, Michael Jackson. Okay, so let's see what happens. So here I fish it out. Don't want it to be too long though. Still too long. There we go. Fished out and goes behind me. I'm going to keep this whole clip of me going, jumping, coming down, going around, and then jumping off. So what I want to do here, because I did it last time, this is my biggest criticism when it comes to Final Cut, is how their zoom function works. Their zoom function isn't smooth. It sometimes does weird jittery things while you're trying to zoom in, and I don't know why, because I will use the exact same points for both the zoom and the position, and it still will like move the position at different times. I don't understand why it's doing it the way it does, and I've never found a video that explains how to like do like a better ramp and everything for movement like that. Okay, so here, start to zoom in right around here, and then maybe a bit further back. Actually, no, we can do it there. Okay, and then here I'm gonna zoom in, go there, so you can see the mighty buckets being destroyed like that. Yeah, see, and that's so stupid. I don't understand why that can't be fixed. Like, I don't, that's such a basic function. You would think it would be something they would at least include, because Final Cut's biggest claim to fame is it's supposed to be idiot proof. It's supposed to be simple, which is why I like it. Because like if I delete a clip, it just bounces back, and it helps with that kind of stuff. But if you want to add a blank spot, that's kind of complicated. The zoom thing is unnecessarily broken. And that's such a basic function. Let's see. Jump, I fall, and zoom. See? You see that? Look at how the clip goes up and down. As it zooms in, the buckets go down and then back up, and now they go over and now they're coming back down. Do you see that? This is what I'm talking about, that they're zooming in is so broken. And you watched as I did the exact same clips. So logically, the way I see it is as it's zooming and it's moving up, it should zoom and move at the exact same speed so you see the exact same like focus spot at all times. And it works like that on other ones, but why does it do that? I don't understand why it does that. AJ, how's it going? Welcome. How are you? What was your name before? AJ? Hello, C-Star. How's it going? Welcome. How are things? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
When was the last time you gave them the attention they needed?
So here,
we understand the importance
I mute my microphone when I'm doing time lapse. Like all this was time lapse, right? So I had my microphone muted. I didn't say anything. I unmuted my microphone here. Here's where my problem, this is what I was talking about, where my audio gets messed up and I gotta like cheat it a little bit because this is what it sounds like. Oh no! You hear where I'm unmuting because I'm actually going no, and then I unmute and you hear the cutoff. But this is the scene I want to show, but I don't say no until here, and I don't need to show this part. So this is where I'm gonna cheese it a little bit. It's gonna be kind of weird working with this with my screen half shut off. This is another really awkward, unnecessary amount of steps I need to do for things. Okay. So I guess I can kind of explain what I'm doing for those who don't use Final Cut. I just cut out the audio of that other clip, and then I separated it so I would have both channels, the audio of my voice and the gameplay. I just deleted the gameplay. This is just my voice. But now I want to get rid of the clip of me going no halfway through it. How does it sound? No. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so that should work. So then this is what you'll see. No. Maybe a little bit earlier. I'm so unemotional at this point because I'm so tired. It was like 8:30 at night. I'd been recording for a couple of hours at this point, and I have to work. I was so tired. Yeah, Night Owl. I had a very hard time. Oh, Lightning, how's it going? Welcome. How are you? Yeah, when I used to use Premiere, I liked the zoom function there. I never had a problem with Premiere's zoom. There's a lot about Premiere that I enjoy way more than Final Cut. There's a few things that now that I'm used to it, I enjoy about Final Cut. Like the magnetic timeline. That was really, really, really hard for me to get used to. But now, I love the fact that it's just one button press and things will just line up, which is really nice. Where it gets complicated is the magnetic timeline plus when I detach things. That's where it can get really hard to deal with because sometimes I've detached the audio from the video. I do the magnetic timeline, but the audio stays. And so now I've got layers of audio that I didn't realize were layered, and then when I go and export the video and I go back and watch it, all of a sudden I've got like 3 theme songs playing at the same time. That part is really frustrating. Okay, so no. Okay, so that's that. So if you guys don't edit and you don't know what the magnetic timeline is, what I'm talking about, what Night Owl's talking about, so here, so I've got this clip, right? If you're using, so this clip right here, I'm not going to use because it's pointless. If you're using something like Premiere, DaVinci, I don't remember what the other one that's really popular is called. When you delete this, it just leaves a blank space, right? And so most of the time you don't want the blank space. So when you delete it, you have to then bounce everything back or drag it if you don't know the shortcut, which is just an extra step. It doesn't take very long, but it's an extra step. Whereas here, I can literally just delete and it automatically bounces it back. So although it's convoluted sometimes, it's nice not to have that happen because then you can, you know, add blackouts and all that kind of stuff without any like extra issues. Or sometimes you want just the voice and no video, and this doesn't give that option as easily. But even though it's only like a quarter of a second of savings, when you've got this many cuts, that adds up really, really quickly. That really adds up, especially with Minecraft, where you have a lot of dead space like this, where just cutting it out in one step is really nice. But if I wanted to add a blackout, I'll give you an example. If I wanted to add a blackout, I'd have to take the clip. There's probably a better way to do this, but the way I do it, I'd have to take the clip. I'd have to find how long I want the blackout to be. So let's say to there. Then I got to make a point here, and then I got to like turn it down to 0. And so that way now I've got the blackout happening. Right? And so like that's, and then find another point where I want it to come back. And so there. So many steps for something that traditionally would be a lot easier on something like Premiere. Yeah, there's a way to like not have that happen on this as well, but I like the snapback. It makes my life a hell of a lot easier because of how often I'm cutting stuff out. Pringles, how's it going? I am a Bedrock player. I've always played Bedrock. That was where I started, but I run a Minecraft channel where I specifically play on Java. And I play on Java, one, because I know most Minecraft creators use Java, and it would make it easier for me to work with them if I'm already using Java. And two, for my very first series, I did a one chunk challenge where I was just in one chunk, and I thought it would add extra excitement for me personally to play a version I've never played before. And many, many deaths happened because little differences. So I play on both. I play on both. I actually prefer Bedrock to Java. There are things about Java that I'm not a fan of. The biggest thing is using the shield. I really don't like Java's way of using the shield. But, and my computer's fairly beefy, but Bedrock never, ever, ever chokes up on me, whereas Java will occasionally just frame drop for no reason. That being said, I am really enjoying Java. I don't have one that I would say I would definitely never want to play that. Like, you know how some Bedrock players will never touch Java, some Java players will never touch Bedrock. I'm fine with either. I just have certain preferences. Like, I like ray tracing. Java has ray tracing, faux ray tracing, but they're not really supported by the proper ray tracing that NVIDIA supplies. At the same time, Java has so many more options than Bedrock does. And so I like Java quite a bit. You know what I mean? Oh, that's what I was just talking about. Yeah, I've got the RTX card. I usually use ray tracing. I don't on my videos because they're for my videos and it's Java. Yeah, Dr. H. So like a fade in, whereas like, I know, I think his Premiere has an effect that is like fade to black or fade to color, and you can choose a color and you just choose black and you can fade to black. This only has cross dissolve. I can't fade to a color. C, D, E, F. Oh no, it can. I didn't know that. Or no. And maybe I'm thinking, I don't know, because I haven't used Premiere in a long time. Maybe I'm thinking Premiere has fade to black and this has fade to color, and I just got too lazy to do the extra color. I don't know. I can't remember anymore. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I might just be lying. Darkest Fog, how's it going? Welcome. I've been busy. Got a job in March. I'm turning into Mr. Krabs. Nice. Do you get to eat some Mr. Krabs? Premiere has both. Okay, so then that's probably why I didn't use it, because I don't like fading to color and then having to pick the color and picking black. Because although it's not a lot of work, like if I do it, there it is. But now I gotta. This one does black automatically. What am I doing? I'm such a liar. No. Maybe I just didn't no. I'm gonna venture a guess to say I'm just an idiot and never thought of it. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm an idiot and never thought of it. I don't use cross dissolves very often anyway, but still. Yeah, I barely use them. I'll use cross dissolves and or fades for very specific things. Like actually here I might want one to fade out because I just died. To give you that like moment of like, oh. Now that I think of it. I might actually use it here. Oh no. This I can never get the hang of, is how the fades work. Yeah, like that. So. Oh no. Nope. My editing style also involves a lot of replay over and over again to like see if I like what it does and to think of like the emotion I'd feel while watching it, because I'm sure you guys, Dr. H, and Night Owl, because you guys do this on a regular basis, I'm sure you think of it this way. But for those who don't edit, I look at editing like the extra actor, like the third actor, fifth actor, whatever you want to call it. Because depending on how the editing is put together, it can totally change the way that things are being perceived. Like in one of the musical that I recorded, there's one of the songs where one of the women is singing and she's having a moment of like feeling so alone and scared, and then she's gonna get stronger. And as she's like coming to the realization of she's getting stronger, I start to zoom into her face to make her bigger on the screen, to make her look bigger, so you can feel that emotion of she's feeling bigger and stronger. So stuff like that. So I'll go back and watch like a whole edited clip to see what I feel as I'm watching it, just to see if it's conveying what I want. So I do that quite a bit. Pringles. So for my streaming, it's neither. I don't watch streams. I'm not a big fan of streaming as far as like as a viewer. I don't mind it. There are certain streamers I really enjoy, but most of the time I want to just watch content and have it on in the background. So it's never been something that like I've watched and been like, I want to stream. I want to be a streamer. I've told the story many times, so I'm sorry for everybody who's heard this and you're gonna get bored. I started my content journey because I went to theater school and I was pursuing acting professionally. And then I ended up losing my job and I got a different job, but my shifts would go into hours where you would be on stage. And so I knew I couldn't act and do my job at the same time. So my goal was to take a year off from acting, work and save a bunch of money, and then dedicate myself to acting again. While doing that, I was like, I don't want to lose because acting is like any other muscle. You need to keep practicing to get good at it. I didn't want to lose what I had already achieved. And so I was like, I'll make videos on YouTube to practice writing scripts and acting. It'll also help me learn how to be more comfortable in front of the camera. It'll help me learn how to write scripts better and to like self-direct so I can understand how to do these things so I can branch out to do more. I was making the videos, and then through making the videos, I was watching footage of other videos of like classic games, and I found somebody. I was looking up Darbian's world record for Super Mario 1, and I got suggested Ryukar, who is a Mario Maker player, and I really enjoyed his content. And then I started to understand what streaming, like why people like streaming. And because I was watching that and I started realizing that people enjoyed that, my thought was, I spent 4 or 5 hours editing or recording gameplay footage for my 10-minute video on YouTube. Why don't I live stream for those 4 or 5 hours? And then I can use the footage that I live stream, and people will maybe find me through live streams, and then it'll help my videos grow. And so I started doing the live streaming thing, and at the time, I would average, 40 to 60 viewers per stream. And then I'd post a video and I would get maybe 20 views. And so it was really, really disheartening to make the videos when I would put 30, 40 hours of work in the video and nobody watched it. Maybe not 34, like 10 hours of footage, 10 to 20 hours of work on the video, and nobody watched it. Or I could stream for, 3-4 hours and get 1,000 views by the end of it. So I slowly went more into live streaming. Now I still do the live streaming thing because I enjoy it. I enjoy, talking to people. I enjoy asking questions and getting responses and getting questions asked of me. It also builds a nice community, which is great. But I've gone back to making videos, so now I make Minecraft videos. So I still prefer making Minecraft videos than streaming, and I still prefer live acting versus any of this. But I'm at an age now where acting isn't really an option. I'm a little bit too old to play the young characters. I'm a little bit too young to play the old characters. And so this is kind of my only artistic outlet. So I'm continuing with it because it's kind of the only thing that I get any satisfaction from. That's my long spiel for it. Nice, Darkest Fog, nice. Retro lore. But yes, Night Owl, I like that. That is exactly what it is. It is the last draft of the script. That is 100% what it is. Because yeah, you can completely change the significance of a delivery just by changing the slight way that it's edited. Whether you zoom in, you zoom out, whether it's cropped or not, whether you're using a special effect on top of it, whether there's a fade in or fade out, all of that will affect it. And that this might be blasphemous for some people, especially because we're like a day away. But that's like the main reason I hate Star Wars, the original trilogy. Because in my amateur opinion, I'm not saying this is the right opinion because obviously I'm not a professional. In my amateur opinion, George Lucas's editing, I don't know if he edited it, but the editing in that movie is so amateur. it feels like what you would see in a home movie with like the middle-aged dad who just started to learn how to do this stuff with the cross swipes and stuff. I detest those so much, and seeing those in that movie just makes it feel so amateur that I can't not cringe when I'm watching it. Plus I just find it boring, so I fall asleep. But yeah, not a fan. Not a fan. That's what I've heard. He's not a great director. I haven't watched a lot of his stuff. You know, I liked Indiana Jones when I was younger, but I don't really watch a lot of George Lucas stuff. But I don't understand the hype of Star Wars, so never been a thing for me. Wonderful world builder. I watched a TikTok about how Dune or Star Wars is actually just a ripoff of Dune. And then I went and watched Dune, and I know a little bit of Star Wars because of like Family Guy and Lego Star Wars and stuff. And then I watched Dune, and I was like, oh, it's not even kind of close. Like, it's not even like similar. Some of the stuff is just like blatantly just from Dune. Okay.
Oh, no! I fell by accident. All of it gone. My treasure, my cool bow, my armor, all my iron stuff. So annoyed. So annoyed.
I talk so much.
I can't believe I did that.
Oh yeah, Indiana Jones and Steven Spielberg. Why did I think it was... Oh, I thought it was Star Wars because on the Super Nintendo, there's the before I say that, I don't want to be another idiot yet again. Okay, so it's not that. I think it's just the fact that like the Star Wars games. No, it is. Okay, it is that. Okay, the reason I thought George Lucasfilms, the video game company, made Indiana Jones the SNES game. That's why. That's why. Oh, he produced it. Okay. Okay, I'm not a complete idiot. Just a little bit of an idiot. Just a slight idiot.
I can't believe I did that. Lucky for me, it's time for a break.
Because then I quit the game because I was so upset. I wasn't even mad. I was just like, why did I have to be such an idiot? Because I spent 2 hours fishing and doing nothing. And then I lost it all. Because I built that, I said it at the beginning of the stream, I built that extra little pond up in the background to fish from. And once I was done, I just needed to put the bucket away and I didn't. I just kept it in my inventory for no reason. And then I walked off the edge and died. Sea Star, hello again.
Oh.
Okay. So this is when I come back. So what do I talk about?
Well,
I will. I'll have to. The thing is, I'm the kind of person that when I rage, I don't get loud. Like, I don't verbalize me raging. It's just me going, oh my god, and then I shut it off. Like in the last video when I first lost the mighty bucket and I fell, I didn't make a noise. The microphone was on. I say in the video my microphone was off. The microphone was on. I just didn't say a word. And then after the death happened, I went, oh, I should have, because like, spoiler alert for some people who don't create content and don't know this. We're faking our personalities to a degree. We're not being fake. Like, I'm not being somebody I'm not, but we're exaggerating our own personalities. And so like on stream, this is me mostly, but in my videos, I have to exaggerate my reactions a bit because as you can hear from the super dramatic no, not exactly energetic. So when I die and I haven't reacted, my thought, my real uncensored thought is, damn it, I didn't act out the panic I was feeling. And then I have nothing to work with because I didn't act it out. And then I feel like, although that is fake, I feel extra fake if I were to come back and record a fake reaction. And so I haven't gone that far yet to fake a reaction, like after the fact. But I try to exaggerate my reaction so it's a bit more interesting to watch. Yeah, basically, you have to treat it like you do for horror streams, or like I do on stage, right? Like when I'm on stage, there are parts of me in every one of my characters because it's me on stage, but I have to exaggerate those things because they're things that I wouldn't do in real life. Like my last character was me being a complete pervert. And although, especially as a teenager, you get dirty thoughts, you know, like I would see some girl in my school wearing tight pants and I'd be like, wow, that's a nice butt. I wasn't to the point of like, oh, I want to grab her, I want to do this to her. But I have to exaggerate to that point to be the pervert on stage that does that. And so it's the same with streaming. Like the panic of like, no, that was my real feeling. But that's not an interesting response. So I gotta be like, no, to like exaggerate it so it's interesting to watch. So it is my real reaction. It's just like a magnifying glass is put in front of the lens so you can see it a lot more. Okay, so.
Well, I've spent something like 2 or 3 hours fishing and I haven't gotten anything. I got treasure one time and then I walked off the edge. So obviously fishing is not the best idea for me.
Okay, so this pause is too long.
One time. Treasure one time and then I walked off the edge. So obviously fishing is not the best idea for me.
Can you hear the stop in the rain? I don't think you can. Shut up music for a sec.
I got treasure one time and then I walked off the edge.
Nope, you don't hear it.
So obviously fishing is not the best idea for me. And for some reason I'm just not getting stuff and those guys keep surviving. Dang it, man.
Yeah, skeletons in the background. It keeps surviving. Okay, what do I say at the end of this?
I'll be right back, hold on.
Okay. So we're gonna cut there. I want to add a zoom again, because yes, I like zooming. Go to there. Zoom into that zombie back there. Did I say skeleton? I meant zombie. Okay.
Dang it, man. I'll be right back, hold on.
Okay. So I go to fight him. Shoot the first arrow. You're gonna see the patterns that I also try to use in my editing, so I don't have to think too hard. And the patterns for fighting is usually show the first attack and then cut right to the death. Which, because he fell off a high platform, it's only 2 hits. Usually it's like 4. Bit too fast. It also doesn't help, this for my editing friends, it doesn't help that my audio doesn't sync with my video when I'm recording. I haven't figured out the timing yet because I'm using Night Owl. You might be interested in this because you're the one that suggested this filter. You know the monitor filter for OBS to be able to hear audio? It adds a delay. It's not a huge delay, but it's a slight delay. And so with my videos, the audio is always slightly off, and I haven't figured out how much to delay the video yet so they sync. And so the hard part for me is, although I can see the waveform here that the shot is happening, look, this is where the shot happens. I've already made the shot in the video. The video doesn't shoot until back here. That's where the sound should be. But it doesn't happen until way over here. And so I always have to like rewatch to see that the audio is... Yeah, that's good enough. Okay. So he's dead. Maybe not. Maybe a bit shorter. That's good. So now, what do I say?
I'm gonna build myself a fence. I don't want to deal with these guys.
Okay, that's good. Well, let's talk about that. Also, for those who are interested, I'm just gonna talk about my thought process as I do this. I pretty much cut out everything that's not me talking, and I leave everything that I say, and then I usually go back and watch the video and start cutting out stuff that's boring. And then I add, sometimes I won't even do that part. I'll just start adding memes. And as the jokes proceed, the next clip will either keep the energy going or it'll kill the energy, and then I get rid of the next clip. And that's how I end up reducing the video. Usually my rough cut is about 28 minutes long. And once I'm done by adding the memes and getting rid of boring stuff, I end up reducing it till about 18 to 25 minutes. So I usually lose almost 10 whole minutes of footage by doing it this way. But it also tries to keep the energy up, because like this is really boring. This whole slow killing.
Be right back, hold on. Be right back, hold on.
I talk slower than my reactions. So I end up like finishing my thought and I've already changed the camera angle, and then makes the editing awkward.
Man, be right back, hold on.
I'm using Final Cut Pro.
I'm gonna build myself a fence. I don't want to.
Whoa.
Your beer back. Hold on.
Okay.
Build myself a fence. I don't want to.
KE, I'm using Final Cut Pro. I get confused because everybody that talks about editing programs always talks about Final Cut. It's referenced a lot as one of like the most popular editing programs, not the most popular, but the top 3. But there are like no tutorials out there in comparison to like DaVinci and Premiere. And although the fan in me would want to say it's because Final Cut is so easy, you don't need as many in-depth tutorials as DaVinci and Premiere, the truthful side of me knows that it's because more people are using those two, and there's a lot more tools to be had on those, so there's more to make videos on. But the reason I use Final Cut is because I have fallen into the Apple ecosystem, and it was just easier for me to go from my iPhone to the Mac to my tablet, all within Apple, than it was to go through like Android and Windows and all that. Plus, I was using DaVinci. I did use Premiere for a while, but the amount of times my computer would crash for no reason and not save the progress fast enough, like often enough, that I would have to sometimes redo like an hour of work to catch up to where I was, because of my ADHD, I never save. It was just way more of a frustration than needed be. So because I don't edit anything super fancy, I don't need the fancy tools, and this is just so much more stable. I think I've had Final Cut crash. I've been using this Final Cut for almost 2 years now. I think about 2 years. I've had it crash maybe 5 times. Whereas like with DaVinci and Premiere, I would have it crash 5 times per video, and it was too much for me. So I conceded and went to something that's a lot less specific, I guess, detailed, for the stability, basically. Just for the stability. That's it. I do prefer Premiere out of all of them, but the stability, especially because I do TikTok and stuff and I'm editing on this on a regular basis, it's really frustrating especially when I was doing like 3 videos a day and having DaVinci or Premiere crash every once in a while. And when I said 5 times a video, I meant like the longer 20-minute videos, not TikTok videos. It was really frustrating have it, crash every once in a while, but also having to like take footage from my phone, then upload it to Google Drive, then download it to my computer, then do whatever I was going to do with it. Then in some cases, upload it back to Google Drive to get it back on my phone, to add a filter from TikTok, then back to Google Drive, then back to the computer to do the rest of the edit, then back to Google Drive, then back to my phone to be able to put it up on TikTok. Or I use AirDrop and go from my phone to my laptop, back to my phone, from my phone to my laptop, and back to my phone, and then up. That extra little, those 2 extra steps, although they only take 30 seconds, adds up when you're posting, at the time, 90 videos a month. It turns into hours of just sitting and waiting. So if those, like, let's say 4 hours of waiting at the end of the month turns into 3 hours of waiting, I will take it.
Get yours from now until May 5th. 100% of proceeds go to local charities and community groups.
Yeah, Garrett, it's annoying. It's annoying. But that being said, I still prefer DaVinci because it has way better like color grading and stuff. I don't know how to color grade, so it's not a tool that I could use anyway, but I know that that's there. And I prefer Premiere because it's just so much more powerful, and you can do so many like specific things on it that you can do on Final Cut, but you usually have to work around to get it. Whereas like Premiere, it's just there. Like I just talked earlier, my Zoom is broken, and there's nothing I can do without getting a plugin. Whereas on Final Cut, or on Premiere, it's just so much easier to use.
I'm gonna build myself a fence. I don't want to deal with these guys. Build myself a fence so they can't come get me anymore because, man, they keep surviving with the armor. And I don't want to like get unsuspectedly attacked and fall off the edge. Nobody wants to fall off the edge of this game. Not that I know from experience.
Dang it. This is what I'm talking about. Actually, I might still be able to work with it.
Not that I know from experience. I've never fallen off the edge.
Okay. So, for those just joining, right, Premiere is packed with good stuff, but sometimes you don't need... Exactly. And that was my... That's why I'm okay with it. Because I'm not a professional movie editor. I'm not editing, like, big weddings. I'm not editing commercials. I'm doing YouTube, Minecraft. The fanciest things that I might use is green screen. Like that's pretty much it. I don't or like sometimes when I go to like an old memory in the game, I'll add like a black and white and a noise filter, and that's it. Like I don't do anything fancy, so I don't really need any super crazy effects. I don't need any crazy like AI tools or anything for what I'm doing. It's nice to have, but for the 250 bucks I paid for this, I never have to pay for it again, and it has all the tools that I personally need. So it's a trade-off I was willing to make. So earlier I was saying that I cheat my way through the audio because I speak, like you can see here, big pauses. I say a sentence, then a pause. Then I say a sentence, then a pause. Then I say a sentence and a pause. I have a really bad, broken way of speaking. So I like everything I say here. This whole thing I think is awesome, but that is a lot of pausing, and I could reduce this by a whole lot. So this is how I cheat it. So I am going to split the audio. So now it's detached from the video, and I have my gameplay audio and my voice. And now I'm going to go through and cut out all the blanks while keeping the video where it is. For those who edit, you're all going to know what I'm doing already, but this is more for people who have no idea and are just kind of hanging out, and just so it's not super boring watching me do something and have no idea what it is. I'm going to cut out all the blanks of every moment that I didn't really say anything. And it's easier when it's split like this because I can literally see where my voice is. And it's not just like the sound effects that look like I'm talking. Okay. Now let's just get rid of all of these. So we were talking about magnetic timelines where like it actually bounces back everything you're doing. This isn't magnetic. The audio isn't magnetic. This is where things can get hard to deal with. But like the audio is now where it's magnetized is up and down rather than back and forth. So now it's magnetized to this clip where you see that little blue line. So if I delete this stuff, it doesn't shift anything, which I would like if it did, but so here's where I zoom in. So since I'm already in this room, I can't have this conversation elsewhere, so I'm gonna have to have it here. But I don't want that camera angle change. So I can actually get rid of that. So it looks smooth, like I just went from one angle to the other. A little bit later. There, that's better. And now I'm gonna shift all of it so there's no pausing while I'm talking. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, how are the sound effects gonna line up? Because obviously I've just shifted everything. And I didn't even think of that either. I did think of it, but I didn't think far enough ahead to... Okay, there. Not that I know from experience. There, and then we're gonna get rid of that. And now we can shift. So I'm moving everything, the audio of my voice and the gameplay, which means now the audio that's happening on screen won't match up with what's being heard. But there's a really easy workaround that I do. So all my sentences are there. This video is now going to start here instead. And I'm going to delete these sound effects, except for this last one, because this one's actually lined up. And then I just move it forward and stretch it back. So now whatever's happening on screen is gonna match, even though my voice is from different moments in the game. And so now when I go back and listen, I'm gonna build myself a fence. I don't want to deal with these guys. Build myself a fence so they can't come get me anymore, because man, they keep surviving with the armor, and I don't want to like get unsuspectedly attacked and fall off the edge. You know, nobody wants to fall off the edge in this game. Not that I know from experience. I've never fallen off the edge. Okay, so I repeat this here, so I don't actually need this clip. So I can actually go back here. That's going to delete that. I don't want that, so I'm going to delete this one. Just move this back to here. The edge. You know, nobody wants to fall off the edge in this game. Not that I know from experience. I've never fallen off the edge. See? All one smooth conversation. All one smooth conversation. Because, like, I said all this, and I said it all in one time, but it was so broken that... Although I would like to milk time and have more time, it's really frustrating to listen to that paused talk in a video. It's easier to do it on stream because I'm responding to you, I'm reading chat and stuff. But in a video, you want that smooth conversation happening. Hello, calling of brain cells. How's it going? Welcome. Okay, so there's that. Now what happens next? Nothing, nothing, nothing. so I can see where I talk. Oops. That's just me saying whoops. Okay, what am I talking about here?
There, now they can't come get me.
Okay, so I can do a bit of a time lapse here. Not a real time lapse, but just like a quick zoom here of me building that. And there. And then we're going to speed this up. About 8 times should be pretty quick. Too fast. 4 times?
There, now they can't come get me.
There we go. I am editing, yes. This is, I run a Minecraft channel, and this is what's going to go on that channel. It's not on the Retro for the First Time channel, but, well, you can't really see it in my shirt there, but can you see it somewhere else? You can kind of see it. I've got the Retro for the First Time logo on my character, but it's a totally separate channel where it's just Minecraft stuff. All right, see you later, Calling.
There, now they can't come get me.
Okay. Now what do I talk about here?
Okay, as I was saying, I did a whole lot of mining and it just fishing. As I said, I did a whole lot of fishing and I wasn't able to get anything. So I don't know if I'm going to spend any more time fishing. I think I just need to start doing stuff. So I think we'll just do stuff now.
Okay.
As I said, I did a whole... Okay, as I was saying...
Okay. All right, so I built the fence.
As I said, I did a whole lot of fishing and I wasn't able to get anything. So I don't know if I'm going to spend any more time fishing. I think I just need to start doing stuff. So I think we'll just do stuff now.
Okay, so those pauses are okay. I'm all right with those pauses. I just stood here for a while because I went to go do something or I answered somebody or something. Okay.
I'm still tempted to fish more. I want to fish more. I feel like we should be able to get treasure. I don't know why I'm not getting anything.
And I go right back on my word. Okay, so let's keep that too.
I'm still tempted to fish more. I want to fish more. I feel like we should be able to get treasure.
What's that method called? I don't know, KE. I actually have no idea. I don't know if it has a name or not. Because like I know there are like J cuts and stuff, but that has to do more with just like the video and audio shape as you like join them together as Lego pieces. But what I'm doing is just like fully splicing the audio to be totally separate. Which is also why you can't always believe what you see online, because people do that a lot to other people's videos. Sarah, how's it going? Welcome. How are you?
I feel like we should be able to get treasure. I don't know why.
I don't like that pause.
You know?
Or that pause.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like my luck is going to turn around if I just fish a little bit more.
Okay. All those pauses are a complete nightmare. So let's fix that too. Tara, how have you been? Any plans for this weekend? What are you up to today? I hope you're doing well. What do I say here?
You know?
Do I need the you know? I don't know. I don't know, you know? So lots of pauses. The other pause kind of made sense, but these ones are just because I'm too busy thinking about the movement I'm making as the character. And not the actual, like right now, the movement I'm making as the editor and not the actual thing I'm saying, which is what happens a lot. There. So that should now be much smoother.
I'm still tempted to fish more. I want to fish more. I feel like we should be able to get treasure. I don't know why I'm not getting anything. You know? I feel like, I don't know. I feel like my luck is going to turn around if I just fish a little bit more.
Yeah, that works. That works. We don't like pausing around here.
No, not a whole lot, just a little bit.
No, I don't need that.
Probably make another axe.
No, we don't need that.
Get out of iron.
No, we don't need that.
All right, this is gonna be the one. I can feel it. I can feel it.
Okay, so I can kind of... Yeah, I'll do that. I'll leave that so you can see me building the pole.
All right, this is gonna be the one. I can feel it. I can feel it. Oh, we need torches.
I don't need the torches thing. Yeah, I don't need the torches.
I can feel it.
We're going to skip all the torch stuff because I went around and put a bunch of torches down, but that's just boring. And where do I start fishing again? Oh, I'm fishing here. Okay.
Try a little bit longer. Try a little bit longer. A lot of torches over here.
Okay.
Try a little bit longer.
Okay, so as you can see, I did a lot of fishing, and that's just boring to watch.
Come on, fish, hurry up. I want to see what he is. Come on. I want to see what he's doing. You don't offer anything good, but you do have...
Oh yeah, we heard a villager guy. Well, what's it called? A wandering trader.
I hear something.
So we can just get rid of this. This is one where I would actually use a fade out, like a black fade. A fade to black. And... yeah. No, I don't have any of my music loaded yet.
A little bit longer.
Fade to black.
I hear something.
I have time lapses. I edit them using oh my god, what's it called? I don't know. I'm using a plugin on Minecraft, and I have to edit that in Minecraft, and I haven't done that yet because I don't really know what time lapses I'm going to use in this video, and so I haven't touched the time lapses yet. So I'm just kind of guesstimating where I'm going to be putting time lapses. But the fishing one, I don't really want to do a time lapse because it's just me standing there. Nothing really happens during that time. So with this fade out, it kind of like tells you that time has passed. I might even add like a 3 hours later type of moment thing.
Come on, fish, hurry up. I want to see what he is. I want to see what he's doing.
Do I just give up? I do, don't I? Oh, no. Okay. So with that, I think I'm going to do the same hack that I've been doing. Because, again, it's a lot of me standing around doing nothing. And I could easily splice it to fit here, so then the timeline goes right to me moving. But yeah, I've got one time lapse already because I built a villager trading post. And so what the, that's an annoyance right there. Here's one annoyance about this app. So like I'm here, I'm highlighted on this stuff to like, you know, cut these things, but if I go over here, sometimes it'll actually like highlight here and stop working. And when I try to do an edit, it won't do it, and I have to like just hover my mouse over here for it to work. Something really dumb that this app does, and I don't know why it does it. But yeah, I've got a time lapse of me building the villager trading post, and the first part that I fish in, I actually, because I do like a 2-hour clip of me just fishing, I actually have stuff that I build during that. I'm gonna time lapse that a little bit too. So I try to not add too many time lapses because a lot of Minecraft is time lapsing, and I don't want people to just be bored watching me time lapse the whole time. You know what I mean? No, how do I... You know what, I can just do this, I guess. I want this to be longer, though. Ah, there we go, okay. So we don't that long. I want this one longer. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna do this. I think. What does that sound like?
I hear something. Come on, fish, hurry up. I want to see what he is.
I want to see what he is. Okay. Okay, and also, I feel like the huh should be a bit louder, maybe?
I hear something. Come on, fish, hurry up. I want to see what he is. I want to see what he's doing. Hey. Hey, buddy. Ow. You don't offer anything good, but you do have those, and I might need those. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry to both of you. I have to do this.
He just walks off the edge. Okay, well, I don't need to watch the whole kill. I just want to see him fall off. He falls off. First hit. And then cut to the last hit.
I only got one. Oh, no, I got both of them. I got both of them. We're good. Okay, cool. I can use that if I ever need to grab an animal or whatever. It's going to come in handy.
Okay. And then I went back to fishing, so we're going to skip way past it.
That's awesome. That's
Nope, that's a voice note.
You know, I didn't use...
Nope. Voice note. Personal conversations. I paused it because I went to go eat. Oh yeah, I just paused it, went to go eat, and then I just turned it off afterwards. Okay, come back.
Thank you very much. Almost 20 years younger, right?
Oh, my friend's mom was asking about my hair. I said I almost look 20 years younger. Okay.
Well, I just wasted another fishing pole, and all I ended up with was a name tag, a saddle, and one book.
That's a good way to segue to this. Another, I think here's where I'm going to do the 1,000 years later. This fade out I don't mind so much, but then we'll go here, so it goes...
I only got one. Oh, no, I got both of them. I got both of them. We're good. Okay, cool. I can use that if I ever need to grab an animal or whatever.
And for those who don't watch my Minecraft channel, I add a bunch of memes, I add music and stuff. I'm not doing any of that right now. Right now, it's just a rough cut of just trying to tell the story.
I just wasted another fishing pole, and all I ended up with was a name tag, a saddle.
Oh, Tara, I didn't even see. I'm okay. So tired. Oh, no. Is it because the little one's been sick? Or they've just been home for other reasons? Oh, that's exciting, Tara. That's really exciting. That's really exciting. That's gonna feel like such a weight lifted off your shoulders.
A name tag, a saddle, and one book. And it wasn't the book I wanted. But what can you do? Oh well, I guess we're just gonna keep going and doing what we're doing.
Hold on, I want to show the name tag saddle in one book. So I can do this. Just move it over here somewhere. No sound, because I'm talking.
Whatever. Gonna come in handy. Well, I just wasted another fishing pole, and all I ended up with was a name tag, a saddle, and one book. And it wasn't the book I wanted. But what can you do? Pole, and all I ended up with was a name tag, a saddle, and one book. And it wasn't the book I wanted.
Nope. Not the zoom.
And it wasn't the...
Not the zoom.
One book. And it wasn't the book I wanted.
No, stop it. So these are the little details that bother me. Like, if I change this, the what you're seeing on screen, but I also changed it in the game, it's way too jarring. So I have to like cut it so that it looks like a smoother transition.
And all I ended up with was a name tag, a saddle, and one book. And it wasn't the book I wanted.
It's interesting how tummy aches are cured by lunchtime, aren't they? What Mac am I having? So I have an M2 Mac Mini that I usually edit on, but this one is the M3 MacBook Pro with the M3 Pro chip. It's a pretty beefy Mac, but the M2 Mac Mini that I have can handle this no problem whatsoever. It's actually pretty impressive. But I got this one because I sometimes like to edit just on the go, especially if I'm doing like TikToks and stuff. I want to just pop in the SD card and just work. Whereas with the Mac Mini, I've got to go sit by the computer and all that. Here, I can like be on the couch and have my feet up, or I could take this with me somewhere. But usually I edit on my Mac Mini. Yeah, Tara, I don't blame you. Like feeling that it dragged on for too long. I don't blame you at all.
We're just gonna keep going and doing what we're doing. I don't really have any other choice. So I guess we're just gonna keep going and doing what we're doing. I don't really have any other choice. So let's just keep going. I guess I'm done with fishing for now. We might have to try it next time.
But yeah, the once it's all said and done, all the boys are gonna be knocking at your door.
I get a little bit nervous every time. I need better tools. I don't have good enough tools anymore. Let's put this stuff away and we'll get some tools and then we'll...
Nah, that's boring. Maybe boring. I'll keep it for now. Maybe I'll get rid of it after. What do I say here?
All right. I get a little bit... Again.
Oh, okay.
You guys just walk off the edge, I guess? Yeah, that's what you're doing, isn't it?
You can tell that I'm like low energy at this point, because I'm just so disappointed after fishing for so long and having lost all my tools multiple times, just feeling defeated.
I need more fences because those guys are just walking off the edge onto my map.
Oh, yeah. The little guy shows up out of nowhere because he just walks off. How do I?
You guys just walk off the edge, I guess? Yeah, that's what you're doing, isn't it?
Okay. Oh, I forgot to turn on the gameplay audio. And turn it all the way up.
You guys just walk off the edge, I guess? Yeah.
I understand, Tara, of it, like, of wanting it to be one specific. That sucks. But there will be plenty, I'm sure, Tara. I'm sure. Oh, I'm tired for some reason. But the distraction would be nice. I mean, I can hit on you if you want. I don't mind. I will make the hard sacrifice of having to hit on a pretty person who has a nice personality. I will make that. I will bite that bullet. I know. I am a martyr, but don't feel bad for me. I'm willing to do that for you because of our friendship. What do I game on? That's the one I game on. Nope. It's just for editing. Literally just for editing. It's the only thing I use them for. I don't use Mac for gaming, really. If I use any Apple products for gaming, it's my tablet or my phone. But no, I've got two proper gaming rigs. The one has the gaming rig has a Ryzen 7 with a 3070 video card. The Ryzen 7 is a bit of an older one. I think it's a 2700. I think it's a 2700, maybe a 3700. I can't remember. No, it's a 2700. And then the other PC also has a Ryzen 7, but it's an X3D Ryzen something. I don't remember what Ryzen it is, but it's one of the later ones. Also with a 3700. So I've got two fairly beefy PCs to game on. My Mac is just for editing. I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it, you know. Flirting with an attractive woman is it's hard. It's hard work, but someone's got to do it, I guess.
You guys just walk off the edge, I guess? Yeah, that's what you're doing, isn't it?
I'm pretty impressed. I hadn't looked. The color accuracy of my monitor isn't too far off. It's a little bit greener, but it's actually really similar to this. Oh, man. Maybe I should switch my monitors. Because the other monitor is a bit too color saturated for editing. This one's pretty accurate. Like I'm comparing it to my MacBook, and it's really close. The MacBook's slightly more saturated, but it's really, really close. I might have to switch my monitors. The other one is okay, but it's an ultra wide, so it takes up a lot of space. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just distracted. Okay. What do I say?
Isn't it?
I'll get rid of that. So it goes. And one last one. We got action.
Thank you, doggies.
It can be faster. That's better.
Thank you, doggies. Thank you, guys.
Okay. That's much better.
I need more fences because those guys are just walking off the edge onto my map, and we don't need that. I need more fences. Thank you, guys. I need more fences because...
So this is why editing takes me so long, because it's these little details.
More fences because those guys are just walking off the edge onto my map, and we don't need that, so...
I was talking to my friend Preston, and he was like surprised at how long it takes me to edit. He should be watching this. I'm gonna message him, tell him he should be watching this. Oh, music. There we go. Okay.
guys are just walking off the edge onto my map, and we don't need that, so...
Okay. Where do I put the fences back up? You don't need to see me go to sleep. Okay. We can time-lapse this a little bit. Look here. There. There we go. Okay. So that's all that needs to be. That's a boring clip.
I feel like one of the doggies died.
No, that doesn't matter.
Man, I need more iron. Oh.
That's kind of boring too.
This place is turning into a maze.
No.
I need materials.
You can see how much stuff I actually cut out of my videos that nobody will ever see.
I need materials.
Like so much stuff.
There you go.
Okay. Here I dig for a while, I think. I just do a bunch of digging. Anything interesting?
Should probably have a lead just in case anything does appear that we need.
As a horse shows up. That's actually pretty good timing. That was pretty good timing. So fast forward that.
Should probably have a lead just in case anything.
How does that look all together? Oh, no, I don't want that. Want to show me. There. This can be fast forward. It probably won't be a super long stream today, everybody. I got a lot of stuff to do. But
should probably have a lead just in case.
I thought it would be interesting for you guys to kind of see what I'm doing.
Like a horse. Like a horse. I don't have a space for the horse. I don't have a space for the horses, so we're just gonna like figure it out.
Definitely. Yeah, it's people don't always know what goes into a video, and at least for me, I always find it really interesting to kind of see this behind the scenes stuff, to see what they're doing, and to kind of see, you know, how things come together, because you'll see the final product and it looks fine, but for me personally, it's interesting to see the stuff that isn't getting used and then comparing it to what you did see. I always find that super interesting. My first moment of that was when I did a short movie with my brother, just goofing off. Like, it wasn't like we were submitting it anywhere. We were kids. We were like 14, 15, something like that. And I made a small like horror movie, and I had my sister kind of like walk by a doorway to make it like look like she was a ghost or whatever. And after, like, I recorded it and whatever, it was no big deal. But then when I went and edited everything and like made it darker and added a few sound effects and like spliced it together, it was cheesy, but all of a sudden it had a horror element to it. Whereas like the basic recordings were really dumb. Like, we recorded a nighttime scene where we were in the woods, and it was like in a neighborhood that we lived in. There was a section that had a mini forest in a neighborhood, and so we went in there to record it, and it looked like we were in the woods, but it was probably like 6 p.m. and so like it was dusk, but it wasn't that dark. And when we were recording, it felt like evening. And then once I added like a blue tinge to it and darkened the whole image, all of a sudden it felt like it was the middle of the night. It felt like it was midnight, and it was really cool to see. So for me, seeing that is really interesting. So I thought it would be interesting for people to kind of watch this, like that pop in, how it goes from one to the next. Yeah, I think it works pretty well.
So when pain strikes, you can be sure to get back to doing the things you love. Voltaren.
Popping over here when they're coming into their place to live.
Always read and follow the label.
In a world full of screens,
No, I
schedules,
haven't done
and
it.
selfies, your eyes deserve a little focus. When was the last time you gave them the attention they needed? At Iris, we understand
He just doesn't
the
want to.
importance of clear vision.
Wait, did the other one go into the other one went in with the sheep, right? Or with the cows, right? Oh no, he's in the pigs.
Don't
Okay.
waste any time. Visit iris.ca to book your eye exam today. Iris, premium eye care, stylish eyewear.
Come in here.
Yeah, it's kind of boring, but we can keep it for now.
Come in here. Thank you. Actually,
Actually,
thank you.
we'll start right here.
Let's go. Thank you. Actually.
One. One going in, then we're gonna go over here. How does he go in? Right to me cutting the wood. Then me putting the wood back with him inside. Come on.
There we go. And give him back my lead.
All right.
Weird. Why is that doggy dark? Oh, is he dying?
No. That's kind of boring. It's just me trying to figure out why my dog is like darker shade than the other dogs. I kill a bunch of cows. That's kind of boring.
All right. I'm gonna sacrifice some food for you.
Nah. This is where I struggle the most as an editor. I get bored, and when I get bored, I start splicing a bunch of stuff out because I find it boring, but I don't know if it's boring because it's actually boring or if it's boring because I'm bored right now.
Only boots. Every time. It's...
Made more armor. Does that really matter? I don't think it does.
Things were organized.
You know what? No, I should add the armor piece because...
Give him back my lead.
Where do I say I need more?
I don't have any meat. I'm sorry, doggy. Oh, is he dying?
Okay.
That's weird. Why is that doggy dark?
Where do I see him dark?
Doggy, you stay and protect. Why are you dark?
There we go. Okay.
Doggy, you stay and protect. Why are you dark?
No, add a meme there of something about like the darkness envelops me or something.
I don't have any meat. I'm sorry, doggy. Oh, is he dying? I don't have any meat. I'm sorry.
This is what I try to think of with like the memes that I add is as I'm editing, I try to think of, so my perspective on the memes that I do are like the idea that it's either like a person who is watching. Oh, I have this unplugged. A person who is watching and what they would say if they were like talking to the video, or the animals responding to me so that they're giving me my response, or it's my own thought process of what I'm thinking as I'm saying it. But I try to think of like the dumbest thought. So right there, it's like, why are you so dark? And then he would respond, but he wouldn't just be like, oh, I'm dark because this is my variant on Minecraft or it's a glitch or whatever. No, instead it's like, oh, he's going to be emo because darkness and emo go together. So he's going to be like, the darkness envelops me. Find something ridiculous like that. So that's like how my mentality goes for these memes.
Oh, is he dying? I don't have any meat. I'm sorry, doggy.
Now, where do I say that I want to get leather?
You know what? I should probably have some meat, though. You know what? I should probably have some meat, though.
What else do I say?
How many of these guys are there? There's a lot of brown ones.
I don't need to show me walking in, but if I say the...
You have some meat, though.
And then just show me cutting. Doing all the slaughter. So hard to see what I'm slaughtering. There we go. There's one. There you go. Slice. Slice. Oops. Shortcut. Okay. Slice. 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 Okay, so I did a whole bunch of them, and then I could just cut to the end of it. Okay, good. Go.
I got some leather, at least. Alright, I got some leather, at least. Alright, I'm gonna sacrifice some food for you. Okay, you're fine. You're just dark for some reason.
Okay, this one I do want to cheat on a little bit because the audio is weird pauses. The audio is weird pauses. I have weird pauses in the audio. I'm sorry for those who like to watch when I play video games and stuff. It's not the most exciting stream, I know, but it's important. I need to get this done. Gotta measure my responsibilities. I try to be as responsible as I can. Okay.
I got some leather at least. All right, I'm gonna sacrifice some food for you. Okay, you're fine. You're just dark for some reason.
The okay, you're fine is a bit too fast.
For you. Okay, you're fine. You're just dark for some reason.
That's better. I know, responsibilities. I don't want to, like, I want to edit this video, but I didn't want to miss the stream. But I also don't want to edit this video. I'm feeling a little bit lazy.
All right, I'm gonna sacrifice some food for you. Okay, you're fine. You're just dark for some reason.
So I don't know if you actually answered because I was like in and out of paying attention. Do you have anything planned this weekend?
I don't know why, but whatever.
Matter.
Only boots.
Do I say I'm making armor?
What do I have on? This meat. I don't know why, but whatever.
I never mentioned I'm making armor. Oh, that's great.
This meat. What do I have on? Well,
I guess I'll just like.
what do I have on? Well,
One.
only boots. Only boots. Every time it's just boots. Over leather? I don't think I do. A couple pieces.
The other piece that I build. Oh, I didn't answer. Okay. I thought I was just being a jerk. Also, I'm betting I look really attractive right now. The faces that I make as I'm like concentrating, my mouth open, tilted head. I don't know if you guys saw that video of that woman who was trying to make like an aesthetic video, and she was like supposed to be cooking something, and then she posts what she saw when she watched the video that she recorded, and she was making like the weirdest faces the whole time, and she's like, "This is why I don't do aesthetic videos." That's how I feel right now.
Organized for like.
No, not organizing.
Okay, well, that's better than nothing.
Just do that part.
Okay, well, that's better than nothing. You know, at least I got some protection now.
Man, my energy is low. Okay. Back to mining. It was so funny. It was so funny. I didn't expect that at all. But right now, as I was like waiting for you to answer, I was like making a face and I was like, oh, I'm doing the thing. I'm doing the thing right now. Because like when I edit, I'm by myself. So I can make all the faces in the world and nobody's going to know. But right now I'm on camera. But I'm not used to editing on camera. So it's just funny. Okay. Oh, nice. How long have your parents been gone for? Because I don't say much when I'm fighting, I have to just like speed run the fights. Yeah, that'll be nice. That'll be nice having them back. Just that, even just like the support, whether or not they're like right there, just knowing that they're there, that if you need the support, they're nearby, that can make a big difference. For sure, it can make a big difference. And church, Does he still go to that same church?
I'm pretty sure I don't. Yeah.
Oh, this is where I dropped my bucket earlier. This is where I realized that, I think.
I think I have 0 buckets at this point.
Yeah.
I think I have.
Wait, what do I say beforehand?
I think I lost both my buckets.
Okay, I said it earlier.
Holy moly, man. And I think I lost both my buckets, right? I've got no buckets now.
Okay, I'm gonna take this, but I'm gonna splice it. Oh, they've been gone for quite a few months, yeah. Yeah, for quite a few months. Ooh. How do you feel about that, if you don't mind me asking? I would have a hard time with that, personally. I hold on to grudges and annoyances for too long. I would have too hard of a time with that. For example, case in point, the one girl that I dated for a couple years, her mom was still involved in the theater that I just did my show with recently. This woman and I broke up. Oh man, must have been 15 years ago, 16 years ago. And I just did a show for the first time at that theater in September. Because I didn't want to deal with them. So I can't even imagine.
Holy moly, man. And I think I lost both my buckets.
Okay. That sound effect off, but that's okay. Oh, I messed it up. Oh, no, wait, no, I didn't. Did I? I don't know.
I think I have 0 buckets at this point.
Okay, the clicking isn't actually gonna match. That may be bad.
Holy moly, man. And I think I lost
okay.
both my buckets, right? I've got no buckets now. I think I have 0 buckets at this point.
Okay, no, never mind. It's fine, it's fine. How do I rejoin these? I don't want the audio expanded. Dang it. Oh well. Yeah. For me, it definitely wasn't anger. By the end, it wasn't anger. It wasn't even like, oh, I still love her and I can't see like her family or whatever. It was just embarrassment because her mom is like a high schooler. She likes to bash people. She acts like she's 15, or at least she did. I don't know now, but at least she did. And I just didn't want to deal with that, the drama. I don't need it. There was also the self-consciousness for me personally of when her daughter and I dated. Like, it was when I was way thinner. My acne was nowhere near as bad as it is now, and I hadn't lost all my hair yet, and I was in better shape and just looked better. And it was like the embarrassment of being the ex who got fatter and uglier, you know what I mean? And I was like, I don't want to face that. No, I'm good. I don't want to see that. But eventually I got over it, but it was not easy. So I wouldn't blame you if you start crying. It wouldn't be a fun time. It just wouldn't be a fun time. Yeah, immaturity is very, very frustrating at this point. And like, my one friend in the show was telling me, like, years later, she was still bashing me. When somebody would bring me up, she would still bash me. And it's just like, why? Why does it matter? Why does it matter? Your daughter cheated on me and left me for another guy, and she got married and has kids with them, and they're happy. Why do you care? If I would have been the one that did that, I could understand. But like, why do you care? She won. She wins life. You don't need to keep kicking me. It's good. Let it go, lady. I let it go. You can let it go.
I think I have 0 buckets at this point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't.
Whoa.
Buckets at this point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have any buckets.
Do I need that? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I lost all my buckets. Well, that's a real bummer right there.
I could just say that.
Well, that's a real bummer right there.
Yeah, and like
Bummer right there.
the thing is, what made it even make less sense was the fact that like when we ended, I never like went around telling people about how she like cheated on me and stuff. We never talked about any of that because for a long time I was still hooked on her and I didn't want to bash her because I still cared about her and like hoped secretly we'd end up together. And so if I bashed her, I would feel like a hypocrite and I didn't want to do that. But I also felt embarrassed, even though nobody would know. I felt embarrassed that like I bawled like a baby when she ended it and I found out she had been seeing another guy. And so like I didn't want to bring that up, and so I never did. So it's like she was bashing me literally for no reason, because I didn't bash her daughter, I didn't do anything to her daughter, I didn't bring what her daughter did up for her to be able to like justify it. Like there was nothing. I'm convinced to this day, and nobody will change my mind because just factors point towards it, that the reason it all went down the way it did, she was in love with me and was angry that I dated her daughter and didn't go with her. I think that's what it came down to. And so when the breakup happened, she did what any angry, spiteful ex would do and just needed to bash me just for the sake of bashing me, which is like so immature. And so I was really worried I was going to run into her, but thankfully I didn't. I mean, I did, but she didn't see me.
Good stuff. Give me some stuff I can actually use.
Okay, so I did all that. Is there anything else I need to say?
I forgot about that.
Do I need to do the milk? I don't know if I need to do the milk. I guess, yeah, just to bring up the fact that I lost my buckets, I guess. Yeah, I genuinely think that's what it was.
Buick, GMC,
because
Cadillac,
she
certified service dealers are your tire
and I know it's very
Then up
easy
to
to think like it's fine, Michael
$120
Jackson.
rebates when you purchase a set of four eligible new tires. Winter
It's
tires
easy to think that I'm
experience
just like
more wear and temperatures
coming up
above
with a
70
reason and
Celsius,
like trying to
so with the
defend
optimal
my own
grip,
bad
stability,
actions.
and performance
I was
that
not
comes
a
with
good
new
boyfriend to her daughter.
Sunbelt
100%. I will
everything
take
you need to
100% onus on that one.
to this.
But I know I'm
On
convinced
Friends May
that
31st,
she had
visit
feelings for me because
mycertifiedservice.ca
when
to
we
find your tires.
became friends, because I met her before I met her daughter ever. I didn't even know who her daughter was, what she looked like, anything. I knew she had kids, that she had a daughter that was roughly my age. Her daughter was only a couple months younger than me. But I didn't start talking to her because of that. She was the makeup lady at the theater, and so she did our makeup. So we started talking while she was doing my makeup, and I did various shows with this company. And so we became really good friends, and we would joke around and stuff. And then she got to the point where she would like go to my house and pick me up. And I lived in one town that was about a half an hour away from the theater, 20 minutes from the theater. She would drive out to pick me up and take me to rehearsals. And she lived in the town with the theater, and then drive me back home. And then we would sit in my driveway and talk. And sometimes we would talk till 4 a.m. And my mom used to make comments of like, that's really strange that this woman is doing this. Cause like this woman was in her 50s, the late 40s, early 50s. And I was 21, 22. And so she would sit and talk with me for hours. Now I saw it as like a motherly figure giving me advice and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's kind of weird that she would be sitting in the car with this young guy till, 4 a.m. sometimes. Then at like the final night of the show, I met her daughter, not because she introduced us, but like she came up to say that I did a good job in the show. And she said she was going to be at the closing night party. And when I saw her at the closing night party, she came right at the beginning. I asked for her phone number and asked her if she wanted to go out and get coffee sometime. She said yes. Her mom showed up afterwards, but her daughter had left at this point. So I went up to her mom and I was like, yeah, like I just met this girl, and like, cause she kept telling me how wonderful I was, and like one day I'd meet a good woman to be with, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I met this girl and she came to see the show and she really liked it, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, that's great. And I was like, yeah, she came to the after party. She knows some people here. And she goes, oh, what was her name? I was like, her name is, and I said her name. And you just saw her mom's face drop of a moment of like, oh. And if I was like a bad person, then I could see her trying to like dissuade me from dating her daughter. But all she did was talk about how wonderful I was. So I don't think that was the case. And if it's your own kid, at least most parents would be like, oh my God, they're my child. They're so wonderful. Like, I'm so glad you guys are getting, like, I wanted her to meet a nice guy, blah, blah, blah. Her response, oh, well, I mean, yeah, go on a coffee date with her, but I don't think it's going to work out. And I was like, oh, and she goes, yeah, I don't think that I think you should, I think that, like, I don't remember the exact words, but it was basically akin to like, you deserve better. And it was just very much a, oh, okay. And now if her daughter would have been like an abusive person or like a drug addict or like had some deep dark secret, then I could be like, okay, yeah, I get it. But we weren't meant to be together. But her daughter overall was like a kind person. So it was just really weird that she like tried to dissuade me from dating her. And then all she did was just like talk to her daughter about how like I didn't deserve her and blah, 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 until eventually we broke up. Now I did a bunch of stuff to cause it, but we broke up. 2-3 years after we broke up, I was doing a musical. I hadn't done a musical for a bit. I was doing a musical and I was the lead, and her mom went to the musical and I saw her in the audience. And of course I'm filled with panic. I'm feeling horrible because at this point I'm still not over her ex, my ex. And so I decide I'm not going to leave backstage until she's gone because I don't want to see her. And so I wait almost an hour backstage. It was like 45 minutes. I sat backstage, removing my makeup, getting dressed. Like I didn't just sit there in the dark. I was like using excuses to stay there. I was like taking off my makeup and taking off my costume and all this stuff. And I took my sweet time. I walk out, there was not a single person in the theater except for her and the director. And like she came up and she's like, well, aren't you gonna give me a hug? And then she like gave me a big like hard hug, and I was just like, I don't understand what is happening right now. It was just very like, it just very much felt like an ex-girlfriend who you broke their heart and then they were bashing you, but then as soon as they see you, they can't help themselves. You know what I mean? It was just really weird. It was really weird. So yeah, I avoided it for a really long time because I didn't want to deal with her. Now, you know, I've matured. I went through a lot more. Now I knew seeing her was going to be hard just because there's still resentment there. But overall, I knew it was just something I needed to bite the bullet on and move on. And thankfully it went okay. Merle, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah, right, Tara? It's kind of weird, right? Like now that I'm older, like I'm reaching my 40s, I think back and I think of like sitting in a car with like a 21-year-old, 20-year-old. I would feel weird because they're so young. At the same time, it being like a romantic / sexual thing is a lot more on the table in the sense of like, when I looked at her, I was like, oh, she's like an older woman. Like, whoa, that didn't even cross my mind. As an older person, I'm like, oh, I can see it crossing somebody's mind. I get it. Yeah. So now that I'm older, I'm like, that is really, really weird. When I was younger, I still didn't see it. Now I'm like, yeah, that's really weird. Unless it was like, oh, I was going through a breakup, or oh, my dad had died and she's talking with me because I'm inconsolable at that moment. But it was just chatting. It was to the point where she was going to lend me her car to go get my license. Because I had my G2, I didn't get my full G at that time. She was going to lend me her car to do that. Like it was, yeah. Yeah, it was, yeah. Just, yeah. I'm good, Merle. Just here editing my Minecraft video, you know, hanging out. Pringles, hello again. How are you? Give me some good stuff. Give me some stuff I can actually use. Yes, I can use that. I don't know. Give me some good stuff. Give me some stuff I can actually use. And then back to speed laps. I'm not going to speed lapse all of it, though. I'm just going to do a good chunk. And just jump ahead to something interesting, because nothing interesting happens in this video, really. See, this is what I mean. The audio, it didn't move. This is where it messes up. See, I separated the audio and I messed it up. Dang it. This is a big problem. How do I, like, undo the expanding? I don't want to expand it. How do I undo it? Yeah, that's a good idea, Tara. That's a good idea. And I agree, though. Being a hermit for too long is not good. It's not good for your own mental health, and it's not good for your own healing long term, right? Just like what you can kind of see behind me there. Like video game collection, but it's not really a collection. It's just like stuff that I like put randomly together. How do I undo expand video final cut? Can I just like, no, it just keeps. Oh man, I messed up early on, and this is gonna be such a pain to work with. So I'm gonna what is this? 143920. Where's the other one? Where's the next one? Why doesn't it show the title? Normally it shows the title. 142930. Nope. Next one. Oh, okay, that's not the name then? Or am I just not seeing it? 143041. I don't see it. 141146. Wow, this goes forever. Oh 0501. Where is it? 0428. This one. Oh 0501. Okay, so the number is just different. That's fine.
So obviously.
Oh yeah, this is the one. Started buying a bunch of niche and designer cologne a couple months ago. About 1,000. Yeah, see, I don't do cologne. One, my girlfriend's allergic, but two, I am. Wait, that's not it either. I did theater for a long time, and the theater thing doesn't allow cologne really. Like, it's not advised that you wear cologne because so many people are allergic to it. And so I don't really wear cologne anymore. Now it just gives me a headache. But I'm glad you enjoy it. I personally can't even tell the difference with a lot of colognes. I can tell the difference like with the main smells, but I can't tell the difference with like the nuances in colognes, so I wouldn't be able to take advantage of something like that. Which one is the one that I was just doing? I don't even know. Okay, we're gonna use these two. I don't know which one it is though.
No, I probably shouldn't, because I'll probably fall off and die, but I'm...
Talk to that guy. I did the fishing. Okay, so that's nothing.
Right?
Okay, so here's where I'm like, give me something good. Give me something good, right? Fought the witches.
Give me some good stuff.
There it is. There it is. Okay, this is the one. I'm looking at the little screen. I got a big screen right here. Why am I looking at the little one? There. Now it won't distract me.
It's not every day.
Oh, nice, Merle. That's a good idea. That's a good, like, what do they call it? Realization. How is your thing going so far? Fast forward to...
Mishaps happen. It's just a part of life. At Iris,
That's a recall joke to the last video. The last series, I mean.
Every eyewear purchase.
Like a random
Plus,
mix
our
of
eyewear
stuff.
starts
Like
at
a
just
jungle wood,
$299. No compromises.
horses,
Just the perfect
underwater
fit for your
stuff.
style and budget. Don't wait any longer. Head to
Thanks,
iris.ca
Pringles. So
and book
just in
your
case,
appointment
sorry I
today.
didn't see your message.
Your eyes deserve the
This
best
editing that I'm
ever.
doing is not for my regular Minecraft, my regular YouTube channel. It's for my Minecraft channel, which the Minecraft channel is Retro RFTFT. is what you would find for Minecraft. If you just look up retro for the first time, you'll find my other stuff, but I don't really post videos there anymore. I do live streams, and I do whatever you see on TikTok, I basically put on YouTube. That's about it. But if you're looking at the Minecraft channel, look up retro RFTFT, all one word, and you'll find it. And I've got like 15 or 16 videos, I think, now. I've got one full series, and I'm 3 episodes into the next series. Wow, that's amazing, Merle. That's actually a lot of savings right there. That's going to be amazing.
Suddenly horses. Like a random mix of stuff. We really got jungle wood, suddenly horses, underwater stuff, and like snow. Lastly, everybody.
This. Edit that again. Why do I have to? What the heck is this sound? Oh, is this from the other thing? Maybe it's from the other thing. Okay. Oh, nice thinking. I'm glad that it's going well. I'm excited to see what it looks like once it's all done. I'm also excited to see what it looks like when you're like all done up, like your hair is done and everything, so like I can see what the whole image would be. You know what I mean? Here, this. They're a spicy person. I bought a bunch of fabrics. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I understand that feeling all too well. All too well. Yeah.
Like a random mix of stuff. We got jungle wood, suddenly horses, underwater stuff, and like snow.
I don't think I want to use that clip. Just do this.
Random mix of stuff.
That's better.
We got jungle wood, suddenly horses, underwater.
Thank you,
stuff,
Michael Jackson. I appreciate that.
Like snow. Ooh, lapis lazuli.
Did I not? There.
Ooh, lapis lazuli.
That can be. This is like the Harris Heller song. This is like the one that when he first started pushing his channel, this was the one that like every TikTok streamer used all the time.
Ooh, lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli, everybody. Lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli.
So for those who haven't seen that series, the last series, the One Chunk Challenge, that was a thing that I did in one of the episodes. I got lapis lazuli. I think that's how it's said. That's how it's said, but I don't know for sure. And so I tried saying it different ways. And lapis lazuli is the one that makes the least sense. I was like, I gotta throw that in today.
Help me, doggies.
Okay, so where is it that happens? Okay, yeah. Gonna have a boss fight. Wait, that's not. No. Over here.
Uh-oh. Help me, dog.
The audio will go, yeah? Of course it's not. There.
Uh-oh.
That is how it's said? Okay. That's how it's said, everybody.
Help me, dog.
Lapis lazuli. I always just call it lapis because I never know how to say the second word. I also learned a lot of the words from Nora, and she doesn't always say them right. Like the one that she would always say is obstone instead of obsidian. Or item frame, she'd call a team frame.
Help me, doggies. Help me. Uh-oh. Help me, doggies.
I can add some action music here. I can keep this going.
Help me, doggies. Help me fight. Help me fight.
I wish I knew how to like sew stuff, because I would love to be able to like make my own things. I think that would be awesome. You know what? I'm gonna leave this fight, and I'm gonna add music to it just to make it like epic. Yeah, and then I die.
Oh, you're gonna kill yourselves? No! I just lost a bunch of stuff.
I can cut that a little bit. Yeah, me too.
Oh, you're gonna kill yourselves?
Me too.
No!
And the thing is, Nora's been reading since she was really, really, really little. And so she would read words and she just kind of guessed how they were said. And so some of the words were just like way off. Like I said, team frames for item frames, or obstone for obsidian. She figured out that it was a rock, so she knew it was some kind of stone, so she thought obstone.
Oh, you're gonna kill yourselves? No! Whoa, I just lost a bunch of stuff.
So now the hard part for me is now I have a hard time not saying obstone instead of obsidian.
I just lost a bunch of stuff. I don't even know where it went. I don't even know what I lost.
Splice up the sound again. Oh, okay. Thank you, Michael Jackson. That's kind of you to say.
Oh, you're gonna kill yourself? No! I just lost a bunch of stuff. I don't even know where it went. I don't even know what I lost.
Now we can try to find some more of the fight.
Kept the diamond at least. Okay, kept the diamond at least. Shouldn't have been standing on a bridge. Should have known better.
And now I don't want to do the battle. We're just gonna show me killing everybody.
Shouldn't have been standing on a bridge. Should have known better.
This one's also gonna get spliced. I'm starting to get hungry. I'm starting to get so hungry. And I leave early in the morning tomorrow to head to New York to watch Kendra's competition. I'm so excited. Yeah, they're live streaming it and everything. She's the very last competitor. So it starts at 1. I think she's on at like 3:15 or something. So her parents are picking me up around 9:30, 10 o'clock. They're going to be here. So I have to go to bed early today. And then we're going to go and watch the competition. I'm glad I get to go. I was worried I wasn't going to get to because why is my camera out of focus? It keeps out of focusing. It keeps out of focusing. Is it? What is going on? Oh, wait. Is that why it changed the thing? Not defocus and focus. Where's the changing thing? No. That's camera mode. There we go. Film mode. Okay. There we go. It just wasn't in the right video mode. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm glad I'm going because I hadn't had a passport in a long time. Oh, also Tara and Merle, look, I got my nails done by Kendra's brother's wife, Kendra's sister-in-law, and I had them do yellow on one of them for the channel colors. Look, it almost even matches the light of my neon sign at the top there. Anyways, I hadn't had a passport in a really long time, and so I knew, according to the Canadian website, if you don't get your passport renewed within the year, then you have to apply for a brand new passport. And I couldn't find my old passport. I found all my older passports from when I was a kid, couldn't find my most recent one. Finally find the most recent one, and it's actually 2 years expired, and so it was just 1 year over. So I went and I applied for everything. It asks for a whole bunch of references, and I'm not very social. I don't know people. You know, the people that I know, I'm not in contact with, and the people that I am in contact with now haven't known me long enough for me to be able to use them as references. So that was a whole nightmare getting references. I finally go in to apply, and the guy tells me, no. It's if you don't get if you've already had a passport and you don't renew, you have 15 years to renew, 15 or 10 years to renew it. And I was like, the site says 1, and he goes, no, it's 10 or 15 or whatever it was that he said. And he's like, so I'm just gonna put you in as a renewal and not as a brand new. So I was worried that it wasn't gonna go through and it was gonna be a whole mess. But I got my passport a couple of weeks ago, so I'm good. And so I was worried I wasn't gonna be able to go, because if they were gonna tell me I couldn't get a passport, that was gonna be a nightmare. But thankfully it all went through, so I get to go. I'm gonna get to watch her on stage. This is like the biggest performance she's ever had in her life. If she wins, this could change her life in a very, very tangible way. And so I'm very excited for her. And then as the boyfriend, I am very, very, very nervous that if it doesn't go as well as we hope, I have no idea how to console. So that's going to be a little bit scary. But yeah, I'm very, very excited. But yeah, I'm glad. I've always done black, and I've always done it myself. But her sister-in-law has like the whole thing, like the UV light and like the what's it called, dehydrator, and the undercoat and the top coat and all this stuff. And so she did Kendra's, and then I was commenting on mine, like I just wanted to ask her questions so I could do it myself. She's like, I'll do them for you if you want. And I was like, okay. She goes, what color? I'm like, let's do black. I'm like, but do you have yellow? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So then I decided to do the yellow to go with the channel colors while still doing black. And they're so soft and they're so hard. So there's no like chipping like I get with my normal polish. I'm so excited. But yeah, it's gonna be live streamed by the corporation or the foundation. And I'm so excited for her. I'm so excited for her.
I kept the diamond at least. Shouldn't have been standing on a bridge. Should have known better.
Does that
In a
flow?
world full of screens,
I don't even know
schedules,
what I
and
lost.
selfies, your eyes deserve a little
I kept the diamond
focus.
at least.
Yeah, that's okay.
When
Shouldn't
was
have
the
been standing on a
last
bridge.
time you
Should
gave
have
them
known
the
better.
attention they needed? At Iris, we understand the
You,
importance
you
of
hope
clear
to see
vision.
me live stream for a long time. We'll see. We'll see, Michael Jackson. Who knows? I'll eventually start streaming on that channel, you know, because I've got enough of a following that I can stream on that channel. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Ready to have the most power over your music? Settle
course I
into your
lost my
favorite
weapons.
playlists and albums with every song
Do I?
flowing
No, I don't
into
need
the
to do
next,
that.
thanks to uninterrupted music.
Actually, yeah, let's do that.
There's
Let's
no one way to listen with Spotify Premium.
show me dropping,
Tap the
and then I'm
banner
going to
to
splice
learn
this
more.
audio into it.
Of course I lost my weapons.
And yeah, and I've been telling her the whole time that I'm so proud of what she's doing, because I know I personally would be too scared to do it. I would be too scared to do it. Hence why my acting career died, because I was always too scared to do stuff like that. But I genuinely believe she can win. She is immensely talented as a singer, but she's also talented as an actress. And I've seen some of the clips of the other performers, and they're good. They're really good. Some of them are on Broadway right now, currently Broadway actors. But she is no less than they are. And from the clips I've seen, there's a chance she's better than they are. And so I'm really hoping she gets something. You know, they have the top 3 prizes. She's also said that they've done in the past like specialty mentions and prizes and stuff for people who did something that was so astonishing, but they just didn't win. So I'm hoping that either way she has some good outcome. The major upside is because this foundation is so revered within like the acting community, just by having the fact that she's in the top finals on her resume will open up a lot of doors for her to do some stuff. So I'm hopeful that it's gonna be a great outcome no matter what happens. But I would really like to see her win. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Okay. Show me fighting her. Goraven, how's it? Go Ravens, how's it going? Welcome. How are you? Thanks for popping in. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, and like the winning it is no joke either. Like, I think the grand prize is like 25 grand. And it gives her the opportunity to do things like go to Europe or whatever, because by having won this, if she wins this, that will like lend some weight to her name. And so when she applies to different opera houses and musicals and stuff like that, they're gonna see that she's winner of this, and they're gonna be like, oh, we need this talent. Whether they see her or not, they'll at least want to see her, because they'll be like, we need this talent. She won this, she's gotta be good. And it would completely change her life.
Can't believe I lost my weapons. That's really disappointing.
Yeah, so there's some like real possibilities riding on this thing, and hopefully she can do something with it. You know, like if she were to win or place the top 3, man, I would be so excited for her. I would be so proud of her. I wouldn't have the courage to do what she's doing 100%.
Can't believe I lost my weapons. That's really disappointing. Got away before I did that too.
Okay. This is where I start getting to the point, like the video is now 20 minutes long. I don't know what other exciting things I can show in this video.
My dogs just walked off. At least you didn't walk off.
I do want to talk about the dogs falling off the edge.
My dogs just walked off the edge because they're dumb.
Mute that. Back a bit. And I'm trying to balance it out, honestly, Tara, because like I don't want to add to the disappointment if she wasn't gonna win, like being like, you're gonna win, and then she doesn't, and just be like, crap. Do you know what I mean? But, and I know I'm biased, so I'm gonna preface it by saying I know I'm biased, so I'm not making a fair judgment, but my opinion, she is more than capable of winning. And from everything that I've seen from the other competitors, like the clips I've seen and stuff, there are only 2 people that are any kind of competition to her, and even them being competition would still mean that she would still place top 3. All the other clips I've seen are like, yeah, they're good, but like when I was at my peak, I was similar. So I know that they're not at her level from what I've seen. Again, they didn't choose the best clips, so obviously they could be much better and it's just bad clips. But in my opinion, like she has an insanely good chance at winning. And I really hope she does. Really hope she does.
A bunch of my dogs just walked off the edge because they're dumb. At least you didn't walk off. I mean, you were locked in place, so you couldn't really walk off, but at least you didn't walk. Look at you, you're all the way down there. How am I supposed to kill you guys?
Yeah, and I'm definitely one of her biggest cheerleaders. Her and I have agreed I am not her #1 fan because that goes to her sister and her parents, but I am right up there with them.
I had a bunch of iron and it's gone now because it all just fell because I exploded.
And like I was a fan of hers before her and I were together, because I remember when we were just doing the show together, we were just friends doing the show together, I hadn't heard her sing really because we rehearsed in a way that we were all separate from each other. And so like I practiced my song and they practiced their song, and like she was there for my song, but I was never there for any of their songs because there was no moment where they were singing and I was there because I was the bad guy, so I wouldn't be there when they're singing. And then the first time I heard her sing, it was like a physical reaction I had, and not in like oh I wanted to cry or oh she moved me. It was very much a reminder of how I used to sing, and not because I was ever as good as her, I never was. But listening to her sing and how like easy and relaxed it seemed reminded me of how easy and relaxed it used to be when I sang. And it just gave me a moment of like, oh, I remember this relaxation feeling. Wow, that's amazing. I've never had a singer make me feel that. So I've always been a huge fan of hers. Now that I'm dating her, it's just made me a bigger fan because I've seen her perform a whole bunch more. And I'm even more excited because I watched her audition recording, and then I watched her, like the recording she said to submit, and then I watched her recording of the actual semifinals, and I watched her do it live in front of everybody twice. And this last time she did it live, which is like her final thing, she's already out there right now. She just had her final rehearsal today. The growth she's made from all of the other times to now is huge. Like, she's made some really big advancements in the performance. And that makes me feel more confident in her, because I know for me, in anything I've ever competed in, the tweaks you make are so minimal that nobody would notice it unless they watched it a bunch. But like, it's very obvious changes she's made. So I feel like she's really putting it all out there. And if she doesn't win, either somebody there is so insanely talented that I can't even fathom, or the judges are blind and maybe not that aware of what's going on, or I am just so extremely biased. But I think she has a very good chance of winning. So yeah, I'm a huge cheerleader of hers. Huge cheerleader. I love her work. I think the saddest part about watching her work is I know she has a chance of doing it professionally. I never will. And so her and I will never perform together again. And that part, that sucks, because I would love to share the stage with her and actually like work with her and not be the bad guy. But it's probably never going to happen, which is a crappy feeling. But if it means that she succeeds, it's totally worth it.
Oh, it happened again. Dang it.
Wait, what happened this time? Oh, okay, it's just me dropping stuff.
I had a bunch of iron and it's gone now because it all just fell because I exploded.
Okay, that's good. Now we can...
I guess I should feed the cows since, you know, we just got our butts handed to us. We're in desperate need of some food.
Yeah, that's good. Keep that.
I guess I should feed some food.
I'll be feeding the cows. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't even remember how the video ends. Okay. Go ahead, because I did a bunch of digging and nothing really happens while I'm digging. What happens next though?
Let's go. Nope, I don't need you. Yes, diamonds, come on.
Do I need to talk about diamonds? Nah.
I can write a sonnet now. We're gonna...
Yeah, I guess. How does it go?
Some food. Nope, I don't need you. Yes, diamonds, come on. Let's go.
Oh, of course I said let's go. I didn't want to include that in the clip. Oh well.
Let's go.
I can actually mute that. That's fine.
Music discs. Book and quill, some paper. Cool. I can... Hey, I got a bird on my chalk. I didn't even notice. I can write a sonnet now. We're gonna call it the sonnet of falling off because I'm too dumb to fight and not realize I can fall off.
Oh, I wish I would have sang something. Did I sing anything? Like, just jokingly?
I think it's a pretty catchy name.
No, I didn't. Dang it. Oh, I wish I would have sang something, because then I could have like recorded music to go with it.
Oh god.
Okay. Well, I didn't sing anything, which is fine.
I think it's a pretty catchy name.
Yeah. So here, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, let's get rid of the let's go, because I don't want that in the video. I'm gonna cut the stream off in just a minute. I'm getting hungry and I'm tired and I need to do a bunch of cleaning because Kendra's supposed to be coming over after the competition when we get home on Sunday, and my house is a mess. I don't really want her coming in and seeing this giant disaster after all the stress she's been under. So yes, like I said, I'm going to this competition thing, so no stream tomorrow or the next day. Also, my work schedule is now changed, so Sundays, well, I haven't been streaming Sundays much often anyway. But Sundays are definitely out the window now because I am no longer off on Sunday. I am off on Friday, Saturday now. So, just FYI.
Nope, I don't need you. Yes, Diamonds, come on. What does that music mean? Oh, more music discs. Book and quill, some paper. Cool. I can. Hey, I got a bird on my shoulder. I didn't even notice.
Oh, that doesn't work.
Cool. I can.
This clip because this is boring.
Cool. I can. Hey, I got a bird on my shoulder. Hey.
Don't want that sound either.
Cool. I can. Hey, I got a bird on my shoulder. I didn't even notice. I can write a sonnet now.
Ah, whatever. We'll leave that sound. I can't cut it.
A bird on my shoulder. I didn't even notice. I can write a sonnet now. We're gonna call it the sonnet of falling off because I'm too dumb to fight and not realize I can fall off. I think it's a pretty catchy name.
It is a pretty catchy name, apparently.
I think it's a pretty catchy name. Not realize I can fall off. I think it's a pretty catchy name.
Okay, good. Got another fight here. I really care about the fight? No. Fight doesn't matter. Digging. Wow, I really thought I was gonna have the rough cut done by now.
You know what? I like 5 diamonds. That's a good.
No, don't do anything with the diamonds anyway. Eat the meat, keep digging. More witches. Keep fighting.
That's the sound of connection.
End, but all I've done
Smirnoff
is
has
build
challenged
that
2 musical artists,
Think
Layla
that's the
Day
end.
and Isaac Zale, to create unique tracks using Smirnoff products.
Excuse me.
Then they asked their artists to take their sound and mash them
The
up to
end?
create something bigger,
Think that's the
resulting in a celebration of collaboration. And some killer tracks too. See
So
the
much
whole
boring
story at
stuff happens in this
Smirnoff
video.
on YouTube, and tap the banner
Excuse
now
me.
to listen, because me is a sound and we
The end?
is a symphony.
Think that's
Smirnoff,
the end.
we do we.
We reached the end, but all I've done is build
you
that
know,
and spend a
you
lot
can
of time
find your
fishing.
favorite
Not a
artist
lot has
concerts
happened
on
this time around.
Spotify.
The end?
Tap the button to
that's
see a
the
list
end.
of upcoming,
There,
personalized,
then go right
live
to-
and virtual events.
Wow.
Just for you.
Reached the end, but all I... Wow. We reached the end, but all I've done is build that and spend a lot of time fishing. Not a lot has happened this time around. I mean, build that and spend a lot of time fishing. Not a lot has happened this time around.
Okay.
A variety.
This is where it gets really hard to like figure out what you need to keep in the video and what the video really doesn't need. Because there's a lot of talking that I do that's just useless. Horses, don't care.
Oh, again, no. I just want your help, but I don't want...
No, that's them jumping off the edge because they keep jumping
Got a
off the
couple of
edge.
Leads.
Leads.
Yes, what I'm talking about. Let's go put the...
What am I talking about?
Which is nice. Ooh, sugar cane.
Okay. Skip everything else that happens. Fast forward through this. Me opening it up for sugarcane. Audio's all out of sync.
Now this is what I'm talking about.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Separate that. And just shift it over.
We got a couple of leads, which is nice. Ooh, sugar cane, yes. Now this is what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yes, is what I'm talking about. Let's go put this down right near the water. Grow ourselves.
You thought it was minced? Oh, sugarcane. That's so funny. Even when I read it, I was like, I thought it was a minced swear. I was like, minced swear. Did she misspell something? What would swear be? What would swear be autocorrected from? I was like, I don't get it. Oh, I get it. Ah, sugarcane. Oh, man. Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny, Tara. Oh, that's really funny.
Yes, what I'm talking about. Let's go put this down right near the water. Yes,
Oh, that's so funny.
yes, what I'm talking about. Let's go put this down right near the water. Grow ourselves some sugarcane. Heck yeah, give me some sugarcane. Some sugarcane. Heck yeah.
Putting it down. More fights that are useless. Nothing happens. I'm poisoned and die, so I just wait off until it's done. Dogs.
Fine. Take the high class.
More food for the dogs because they're dying.
Get myself those extra tall trees. Get myself so much wood that
Just like talking about nothing. There we go. That's the end.
There it is. Oh, we got a couple more diamonds. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. There it is. Oh, we got a couple more diamonds. Amazing.
Okay. It's almost done. It's almost done.
There it is.
And then I have to go back and watch the whole thing and add a bunch of memes and add music. That's the part that, like, it's what makes this take so long. Because, like, I finally get done through the rough cut and I'm like, yes, I'm caught up. The rough cut's done. Then I gotta go back and decide what the jokes are for all the different memes I'm gonna see and where I want music to be and what songs I want to use. Because I write all my songs, by the way, except for the one that I use for some time lapses. And, like, that's a whole other process. And then I gotta put it together, and then I gotta balance all the audio out so it sounds okay. It's like, I know there's still another 4 hours of work ahead of this. And that's the part that's like, oh. I start to sugarcane. Oh, that's so funny.
There it is. Oh, we got a couple more diamonds. Amazing. Yes. Looks like one of the dirt disappeared.
Okay, who cares? The dirt disappeared. I put it back. No big deal. Okay.
Let's not lose the diamonds. That would not be a good thing. Emergency food.
That can still fit.
Let's not lose the diamonds. That would not be a good thing. Emergency food.
So those of you who watch my Minecraft channel, you're getting all of it spoiled now.
All right. I don't know what the next section is.
I think I dig for a little bit after the next section starts.
If it's something interesting. I don't know what the next section is, but if it's something...
That's right.
I don't know what the next section is, but if it's something interesting, maybe we'll dig a little bit and see what happens then.
Yeah, because at this point, I'm paranoid that nothing interesting has happened because I've been filming for 5+ hours and most of it is fishing and digging. And so, like, I'm nervous that it's not going to be good.
Here we go. What is it? Let's see. What is this?
And so I'm like, we'll dig a little bit more if it's interesting.
What is it? Let's see. What is this? The desert. Oh boy. I'm gonna need lots of shovels.
Oh, I did dig for a while. I dig for quite a while. Yeah, I dig for quite a while. I might have to leave it there. I don't know. I'm getting tired, but if I don't do this, I'm never going to finish this video.
Alright, I'm doing it. I'm making myself an iron.
Make more iron tools.
You can't replace my...
We got a bunch of llamas. I forgot about that too. Just gonna like skip ahead to interesting things I dig up.
More emeralds, nice.
Or I missed the first one. Nobody cares about foxes.
Ooh. Slime is good. You can use slime. That's awesome.
You can so hear my energy is gone at this
You're
point.
moving, little guy.
I'm so exhausted.
You jerk! You pushed him in there. Get out of here, you idiot.
Oh yeah, look what happens. Look what happens. The poor puppy, just hanging out.
Thank you for moving, little guy. You jerk! You pushed him in there. Get out of here! You pushed him in the spot. You tried to get rid of him. You can't replace my little puppy, okay?
And then I'm gonna use one of those like, and your little dog too, or like, and I do it again, something like that at that point.
Yes, villagers.
Oh, we got a villager. This is important. We do need this one. This is very important.
Yes, villagers. Yes, villagers. Amazing, yes. Your name's Ian? Hi, Ian. Yes, villagers.
There's a big pause, but there's not much I can do to save that. Try to save the pause here a little bit.
Yes, villagers. Yes, villagers. Amazing, yes.
Oh man, it must be raining hard because I can hear it. I can hear it on my window.
Amazing, yes. Your name's Ian? Hi, Ian. Oh, I did. You know, here, you know, you can just like, here, and you can like hang out here, you know, you can just like hang out here.
Yes, villagers. I love that.
No.
Is that a regular emoji on Twitch, or did you add that?
Mirren, you can like hang out here, you know, you can just like hang out here. No. In there. Go in the boat. Go in the boat.
Here's where I had the music.
Yeah,
Pom,
no.
pom, 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 pom,
There you go. Just hang out.
That's where I add that because it's me being an idiot, not knowing how to make the villagers do what I want.
Oh, I should probably build another boat just in case.
The boat, blah, blah, it doesn't matter. I'm so proud of that song. Night, hello, nice to see you. How are you? Welcome. I'm so proud of that song. The womp, 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 womp.
Oh man, if we get another villager.
I wrote it, and I'm so. Oh, that's amazing. And there's a creeper. Oh man. Give me a sec, everybody. Just a sec.
Oh man, if we get another villager.
Just chilling back on a Friday and watching. Nice night. Hope you're enjoying your Friday. That it's been a relaxing Friday, not too stressful.
We're done. This is gonna be amazing.
Brandon, how's it going? Welcome. How are you?
Oh man, if we get another villager, we're done. This is gonna be amazing.
Yeah, start there.
Oh man, if we get another villager.
For those who are just popping in, I'm not actually playing Minecraft. I'm just editing my Minecraft footage for the video for my channel that I have my Minecraft channel. So I'm sorry to disappoint if that's what you're looking for, but if you are interested, this won't be up for a few more days. But the channel already has like 14 or 15 videos, a full series complete, and this is like the fourth episode of the new series. You can check those out. It's Retro RFTFT if you want.
Oh man, if we get another villager, we're done. This is gonna be amazing.
Nice. How is the editing going?
No, you're not villagers. You're not villagers. Help me. Help me.
I'm reaching my wall right now of attention. I'm starting to not be able to pay attention anymore.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, there's so many of them.
I almost died. Okay. We did it.
Oh, thank you, boys. Oh, boys and girls. I don't even know what you are, but thank you so much.
Thank you, Knight. I appreciate that.
Thank you. You're amazing. Oh, thank goodness.
Okay, so we did that. We got more llamas. That doesn't really matter. Oh, okay, here we go. This is something interesting.
Oh, not good.
I like panic and start changing the camera angle.
Not good.
It doesn't do anything though. Thank you, Knight. I appreciate that sub. I appreciate it. It's not hard. It's just really time consuming and can be kind of frustrating sometimes when things don't work the way you want, or when like you don't have the footage you need. That can be a bit frustrating. Oh, look, they don't attack me. Do I not say anything? Okay, I guess I could say that.
Trust you guys, you're gonna like do something to my villagers, so
Yeah, because I think that's what the point is.
you know what, I don't trust you guys, you're gonna like do something to my villagers, so I don't know.
Hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. I had work issues. There's a guy at work who's just a complete pain in the butt, and I'm going away tomorrow, and he's supposed to work tonight, and then he just messaged me now, like 4 hours before the shift, to tell me he can't do it. Like, just a pain. Just a complete pain. There were a couple of people on Twitch. I've got 5 people watching in total. I think it's like 2 or 3 on Twitch. But they're more lurking than actually chatting. But yes, the software is Final Cut. I'm using Final Cut Pro. How long have I edited stuff for? I learned the initial stuff about editing back, oh man, like 20 years ago. But I have started like doing it on a really regular basis for the last 6-7 years. 7 years, roughly. It's an easy thing to learn. It's a hard thing to master, but it's something that I've never learned all the like best ways to do things because I'm not editing anything fancy. I've never learned how to do anything super crazy. I do really basic edits. And the stuff that I do that's a bit fancier, I do it in like the worst way possible. So I'm not exactly a real like knowledgeable editor. And even now, just to kind of give a breakdown of what's happening, I am just editing the rough cut of this video. I had like 5 or 6 hours of footage, and as you can see, there's a whole bunch that I've cut up, and now I'm just working on the final bit of the video. And so all I'm doing is just fast forwarding, finding something interesting that happens, cutting everything else out, leaving the interesting stuff. Once that gives me the whole rough cut, then I go back and start adding the memes, because I put memes in the videos. I start adding the memes, and then I add like music and stuff. And as I'm adding the memes, I get rid of useless video footage, because some of it is like, some of it only makes sense if there's no meme, but once there's a meme in there, I can kind of get rid of stuff because it no longer needs to be there to explain what's happening. And so then I can cut and reduce the video. So usually my final rough cut is about 28 minutes. The final video ends up being between 15 to 25 minutes, somewhere in there. So I can cut quite a bit out, but that's what I'm working on right now, is just the rough cut, which is a nightmare sometimes. Yeah, no worries. I figured because that's usually how it goes. You guys are actively listening, but just kind of hanging out and not really chatting because you're doing other stuff, because there's nothing to watch. It's just me talking. And yes, as far as the work guy goes, he is the most annoying dude on the planet. So he has been doing my weekends, and I get my weekends off. Every time he goes, he leaves me a huge disaster that I have to clean up. He always complains about the machine, that something's wrong with it, and he can never figure out what's wrong with it. But there are things that like I have fixed, and he just continues to not do my fix, so then he runs into problems. He skips a bunch of stuff, so things don't get done. So when I go back in on Monday, it's a huge disaster I got to catch up on. But then he turns around and complains to my brother about me, saying that I'm not doing my job, and not complaining like I did anything to him, but like, oh, the store doesn't look good, like you should put me back in here. Like, dude, you know we're brothers, right? Like, you know he's gonna take my side first, but 2, you think he's not gonna tell me? You think I don't know? But when it comes to this thing, he's been bugging my brother that he doesn't want to work weekends anymore, so he wanted to shift. And so he wants me to have Friday, Saturday off, and he's gonna cover me Friday, Saturday, and then he can have his Sunday off. And he's been bugging my brother about it. So my brother finally talked to me about it. I agreed. And then my brother tells him he's got a trip. He's going away. So, like, if we're doing this, you need to cover him this weekend. And he's like, okay. And then he messages me now to be like, I can't do it. Something came up. The thing is, he sees everything as an emergency, but the things that come up aren't. Like, he was mad at my brother that my brother wouldn't pay him more because he's got 4 kids with 3 different women. He's got child support to pay. He's also got a brand new car that he's paying and his rent, and he can't afford it all. How is that my brother's fault? How is it my brother's fault that you have a bunch of kids in child support? Whose fault is that? That's not our fault. We're your employers. We're not deciding your family life for you. If you can't afford it, that's on you, man. That's not on us. Then he went to go do his taxes, and because we're subcontracted, we have to pay our own taxes. He was mad at my brother because he wanted my brother to pay the taxes. My brother goes, okay, I'll pay you the taxes, but then I've got to deduce your pay, so I pay your taxes from your pay. And then he's like, no, you pay me the same and you pay my taxes. My brother's like, that's not how it works. You get paid what you get paid because you're paying the taxes on it. If you want me to pay the taxes, I pay you less because I'm taking that from your pay. You're still paying it, but I'm doing it myself. And he just doesn't understand. Then this has been going on for the whole year he's been working with us. He doesn't understand that pay is backlogged. Like, he thinks if he works from the 1st to the 30th, when he gets paid on the 1st, it's for the 1st and the 3rd to the 30th. He doesn't understand that when we get paid on the 1st, it's 2 weeks behind. So it's from the 15th to the 15th. And so we're always 2 weeks behind in pay. But then when he quits, he will get that extra 2 weeks at the end of it all. He doesn't understand that. So he thinks my brother didn't pay him for 2 weeks and owes him 2 weeks of pay. And he just doesn't comprehend. And so I'm already frustrated with him. One more vent. There was a thing that happened at work where I had to cover for somebody and the person quit and left me stranded. And so my brother contacted this guy who had a friend who was going to come work. I go to the place. I do the whole job. His friend never shows up. We're supposed to meet at 4:30 in the morning. It's now it's 7:30 in the morning and he hasn't shown up. I did everything, all the work. And I call him and I was like, hey, just tell your friend to go home because like he was supposed to be here and he's not here. He then got mad at me saying it's not fair that he has to pay his friend when his friend didn't do the work that I should wait for him to come and do some work. I did it all. What am I going to wait for him to do? First of all. Second of all, he's late. That's not my problem. Third of all, he's late because you gave him the wrong address. Whose fault is it? You gave him the wrong address and time? You pay him for that. That's not my fault, and that's not his fault. Him not being there, not my problem. He just doesn't understand how the world works. He just doesn't get it. And so it's so frustrating when he pulls stuff like this, because I'm like, dude, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. It's so annoying. So annoying. You love watching me talk, or you just love watching me? Wish I could say the same, bro, but, you know, I don't get to as often. Ooh, what are you making for supper, Tara, if you have a chance? Minecraft is your favorite game? Minecraft is one of my favorite games for sure.
I don't know. I don't trust you guys.
I love Minecraft. I was actually not wanting to make Minecraft content. I was really against it. I had a lot of friends, not friends, viewers. Back when I first started streaming, I used to have a lot of viewers. And they used to ask me all the time, like, can you play Minecraft? And I was like, no, I'm not interested. I don't want to play Minecraft. I don't want to play a game where you have nothing to do. And then my ex had a daughter who is 10, and we got her Minecraft one year for her birthday. And so I taught myself to play it so I could play with her. And then I became addicted, and now I love Minecraft. So I started a whole channel on it. Ooh, pesto chicken tacos. That sounds delicious. That sounds delicious.
Something special and I messed it up. Oh well. Sorry, horse. Couldn't have stood in my way.
Oh. Dumb horse.
Sorry, horse. Couldn't have stood in my way. That's a you problem, not a me problem.
That's a you
I
problem.
have no control over those dogs. I can't help it.
Okay. That's fine, but I need to move the voice because I don't like how long the pauses are.
Stood in my way.
Nice. I don't think I've ever actually had Papa John's. I don't think I've ever eaten Papa John's. I don't even know what I'm going to do for dinner. I haven't thought of it yet. I might end up like ordering in or something because, yeah, I'm going away. I don't really want to cook anything. Now I have to work tonight. And I really don't want to. That wasn't in my plans.
Sorry, horse. Couldn't have stood in my way. That's a you problem, not a me problem. I have no control over those dogs. I can't help it.
I love that because they're my dogs. I have no control over them. Can't help it. Yes, this is the one block sky block. So my last, I'm going to write it into the chat so you can see it just in case. Because sometimes saying it doesn't make it easy. If you were to go to... I think that's what it is. Let me double check that this is the link. Yeah. So if you go to this link, and what the heck? Go. If you go to that link, Knight, you will see the channel. I have a whole series that I did, a one chunk challenge where the world is one chunk big, and then every episode it grows by one chunk, and then I defeat the game. I just started the one block sky block. I am on episode 4. It has been a nightmare because I have had to restart multiple times. The last episode was me starting from scratch all over again, and so it's been a fun progress. It's been fun, not in a bad way. Like it's been a nightmare as in like, oh man, so many hours for one video, but it's been really fun because I get to just keep playing Minecraft. But yeah, this is the first time I've ever played one block sky block, and I'm having fun. I've already got the next one set up, or like the next idea thought of. I just haven't finished this yet, but I'll probably finish it fairly soon. I don't know.
Did I at least get leather?
Who cares about the horse dying?
Pufferfish. Orange. You don't offer anything interesting material.
Yeah, so I don't really know how one block skyblock works. I've watched Wadzi do it, but he doesn't explain the mechanics really. So I don't really know what some of these things mean. I'm just kind of guessing as we go. It's fun. It's fun. L in the chat for the horse. No, what is it? F in the chat for the horse.
I don't think you can make babies with a villager, right? I don't think we can.
If I remember correctly, that's something that Wadzi actually tried. That's the only reason I know that.
Oh. Pufferfish, orange tulip. You don't offer anything interesting material.
Chop this up. So yeah, normally I do this in private. I don't edit on video, but I didn't have anything to stream today. I have to leave this weekend, so I knew I wasn't going to be getting anything done today, or I wasn't going to be finishing the video. And I also knew that I needed to actually work on this, but I also needed to stream. And so I thought I would do both at the same time. Why not? So this is why we're doing this. But normally you wouldn't see any of this stuff, and this kind of kills the magic of my character because you know what I look like. Nobody else on the channel really knows what I look like except for people who follow me from here. But yeah, I thought it was worthwhile doing this, you know.
Oh. Pufferfish, orange tulip. You don't offer anything interesting, Mateo. Nothing interesting. I don't think you can make babies with a villager, right? I don't think you can.
I love that he's like, like he's answering me.
No, lasso you. If any of you know what to do with this guy, let me know, because that would be really helpful. If any of you know...
Yes. On this channel, no. On this channel, no. But on that channel, yes. Now, I don't swear a lot. I don't, cuss every 5 seconds, but it will come out. I have a fairly big platform on TikTok, and sometimes you'll get trolls coming through, and sometimes I will just let things loose. But that's why I made the Minecraft channel a totally separate channel, because I didn't want that to be a problem. The channel isn't necessarily for little kids. Like, I didn't make it thinking about, oh, I want kids to watch this, but I know kids like Minecraft, so I've tried to make it as friendly as possible while still being entertaining for adults. So yes, the Minecraft channel, no cussing or anything. This channel, sometimes, but not often.
Yeah. If any of you know what to do with this guy, let me know, because that would be really helpful.
Now, what else do I do in this? Fight, keep digging, we get some donkeys.
Finish this off for tonight. What I need to do is add a single emerald. Okay, so I think what I need to do...
to show the donkey appearing and then the treasure chest.
Oh, it's right there. And a single... To finish this off for tonight...
I got another donkey though. I thought I had another donkey. Where is it? Why is there an eye on the screen? I don't see one. Where do you see one? L on the screen? From the chat, you mean? Like from you chatting? Because I don't see an L on any screen.
Donkey.
Because like my chat is on the screen. If you look at it, whenever you type, it's there.
Seeking your dream home in a tranquil area near the St. Clair River?
I don't know. I can't go back because I've got different windows open.
With spacious lots and modern amenities, it's the perfect blend of
Oh
tranquility.
well, if it's not there anymore, I don't know why it was there.
Come join our vibrant community at Courtright Landing on Sutherland Drive. Click below to visit our website and find your perfect home in this serene neighborhood. Presented by Rob Longo.
To finish this off for tonight, what I need
Find
to do
toys and
is
treats
move
for
this
dogs under
villager to a safer
$20
spot,
at Pet
I think.
Value, and for
Yeah, I don't
cats
know.
under $10. Shop something new to play with, plus delicious snacks like freeze-dried
I don't see an
treats
L
and
anywhere.
dental health goodies at your local Pet Value, Palmax, or Pet.
You mean that, like in the corner there? Like right, hold on. Right there in that corner? That, I don't know. I think it's just showing me the end of the clip. See, because it's not there, but then as soon as I go here, it's there. That's all it is. It's just showing me that that's the end of the clip.
To finish this off for tonight, what I need to do is move this villager to a safer spot, I think. I don't know if it's actually safer. Hopefully it is. Actually, I should probably check right now since I haven't been in there in a while. Are there things in here?
Hold on. Hold on a sec. Guys, let me add this again. He is an idiot. Sorry if the cussing's gonna get you in trouble. This guy is an idiot. All right, see you later, Knight. He just messaged saying that he wants me to cover him tonight because he can't do tonight, but he'll do tomorrow and he'll do Sunday. Then calls my brother and tells him he can't do tomorrow, so he needs me to work tomorrow and I can have today and Sunday off. We've told him I'm out of the country. I even told him tonight I didn't think I could do it because I have to leave tonight to get out of the country. I don't have to leave tonight, but I have to leave early in the morning. And now he's telling my brother, no, it's fine. He doesn't have to go tonight. He can go tomorrow. Where do you think out of the country is, dude? Do you think I'm going to drive from the United States back here to do a shift and then back out to the United States? What is wrong with this guy? He is so dumb. Oh, my brother's like, no, I threatened that he just wouldn't have his job if he did that. And so he's doing it. Thank goodness. But like, what's wrong with this guy, man? He does not understand how the world works. It's just insane.
To finish this off for tonight, what I need to do is move this villager to a safer spot, I think. I don't know if it's actually safer, but hopefully it is. Actually, I should probably check right now since I haven't been in there in a while. Are there things in here?
Keep this whole clip because I can check.
Pretty well lit. I think it should be okay.
Now we can start the journey of bringing the villager.
I don't think this actually does anything, but this might. We're gonna use that.
Yeah, honestly, Merle. And the thing is, what bothers me the most is he's not an intelligent person, but he holds on to the fact that he was an engineer back home. But back home, we don't use the word engineer the same way that it's used here. Like, and I'm sure you guys use it the same way. When you say engineer, you're thinking like college or university educated, probably university educated, does like a proper job, or a trained guy. But like you think of an educated person. He, from what he's described, he drove a forklift. He wasn't an engineer. He was a forklift driver. But he acts like he's super smart. But like I said, he tells me one thing, tells my brother a totally different thing, and then just assumes that we're just gonna do it. And it's like, no, dude, I'm going out of the country. We've been planning this for months. And you've known about this for weeks. Same thing happened during the musical that I was in. He was supposed to cover me the 2 weekends that I was gonna be doing the show. And I told my brother weeks in advance. My brother told him 2 weeks in advance. And then he told him the week before. And then the day of showed up. And I was like, hey, nobody's picked up the keys and I'm leaving for the theater. My brother calls me, he goes, oh, I didn't know it was this weekend. You needed to give me more time, more notice. 2 weeks wasn't enough notice? You didn't write it down. That's your fault, man. What did you want me to do? Call you every single day and be like, hey, don't forget in 4 days. Don't forget in 3 days. Don't forget in 2 days. Not my job, man. You're a 45-year-old man. Grow up and take care of your own business. Like, just so frustrating. He is so dumb. Ugh, so dumb.
I don't think this actually does anything, but this might. Right now, since I haven't been in there in a while, are there things it's pretty well lit? I think it should be okay. I don't think this actually does anything, but this might. What use that? Does anything, but this might. Oh. This actually does anything like this way. You see a villager?
You get distracted too easily. That happens to me too. That happens to me too, big time. I have to have everything turned off when I'm editing, or else I start watching other things and I don't edit. Does playing Minecraft take out the stress? It can, and sometimes it doesn't. When I'm playing just for me, absolutely, it always takes away my stress because I can just turn my brain off and play. When I'm doing it for a video, it makes me stressed, but only because I know people are gonna watch it, and you can't just be quiet and build and just enjoy. You have to actively be talking and telling a story. That's the only part that makes me a little bit stressed out. But yeah, this is my game to just relax. When I first got into this, I was playing it in VR. One day, I think I played something like 15 hours in a day. Not all at one time, but it was like spread throughout the whole day. Like I would take like an hour break, eat, and take an hour break and relax and play again in VR, and just played the whole time. Like I can spend hours and hours playing Minecraft. Another crab's treasure. Oh, is that the Dark Souls game, but like with crabs underwater?
You see a villager? Oh, you're too dumb to go through the door.
I gotta come up with a meme for that, being like, how do I figure this out? It's too complicated. This is also gonna be womp 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 womp
Go through the door.
womp 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 womp
There you go.
bum bottom bottom.
Come on, villager.
I've heard it's really, really, really good. I've seen a bit of gameplay from Ryukar playing it, and it looks really fun. It looks really fun. Like, I like Soulsborne games. I'm tempted. I don't have the money right now, but I'm definitely tempted.
Come on.
Most stressful thing is building a good-looking house in Minecraft. See, I don't build nice-looking things, so that never stresses me out. But I make content, and that can be stressful because I've filmed full videos, and I watch it, and it's the most boring thing in the world. And then it's the frustration of knowing, oh, I gotta go and spend another 5 hours recording again because what I just did was boring, and I have to erase everything I did and try again, and that's hard.
Doing it again.
There we go. I think I said there we go at the same time as the video.
There you go. Come on, Ian. Go in. There. Okay. Now you're safe, right?
Okay, he's done. Now what?
All right, everybody.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it there.
All right, everybody. I have done a whole bunch of crazy stuff. We have died a whole lot, but I tried to fish. I tried to. Oh, hopefully, this is the end of the. All right, everybody. I hope you had fun. I'll see you later.
That's it. Oh. No, I don't have Game Pass. I had it for a bit. Money's a bit tight, and so I had to cancel Game Pass. So I don't have Game Pass. I don't have subscriptions to anything really. But yeah, no, I haven't. I haven't played. I don't have Game Pass. I probably should get it. Okay, there we go. The final edit, or the rough edit, is done. It's 26 minutes. I usually, on average, lose about 5 minutes. So that's gonna make a 20-minute video. That's doable. And then I just add a whole bunch of memes. Look at all this. Look at all this stuff that I had to do. All these cuts. So much. So many cuts. What's my intro?
What is this? Oh God! Stop it! No, no! I'm gonna die. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another One Block Sky.
Yeah, that's good. Oh man. Anyway, I should stop. It's almost 6 p.m. I have to make something to eat. I still have to clean the whole place because my place is a disaster. So, quick reminder, I am not going to be streaming the next couple of days because I'm off to the States tomorrow bright and early. I should be live Monday unless I'm like dog tired because I get back Sunday, but I work Sunday. So I might be like dog tired and not be able to like really stream Monday, but I'm going to try. So I should be live Monday, and we will probably continue with the Walking Dead Telltale series. We are on chapter 3 of the first season. Chapter 4 of the first season. We're on chapter 4 of the first season. So if you want to watch that, then feel free. Again, I don't play Minecraft on this channel, but if you do want to check out my Minecraft channel, it is Retro RFTFT, and I will eventually go live on there doing Minecraft stuff where I'm doing like long big builds. But I on here I don't really play a lot of like child-friendly stuff. Like we're doing The Walking Dead. I'm not gonna do Dark Souls anymore. Nobody comes when I play Dark Souls, so it's not worth it for me. I'm also playing. Oh, what was the other game? I tried State of Decay. I haven't decided yet if I want to keep doing that. I have been playing Resident Evil 4 in VR. We were playing another horror game. I can't remember. But I just kind of play whatever I feel like. So yeah, this isn't really the child-friendly channel, but if you want something a bit more family-friendly, the Minecraft channel is definitely the one you want to check out. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate everybody hanging out, having a good time. I'm gonna say bye to TikTok first. Goodbye, TikTok. Have yourselves a great weekend. Take care. And Twitch and YouTube, thank you for being here. Anybody who's lurking, hanging out, all of you. Hey, yes, Tara. I'm sorry that I wasn't having any like really interesting conversations. I was just editing away and ranting and raving about the guy. Yeah, I'm excited. Like, it's not New York City, which is kind of a bummer. It's in Rochester, so it's not too far away from here. But I'm just excited to see the performance and see a bunch of other singers, especially like Broadway singers being on there. You know, the audience being there. I'm excited to just get away and do that. But yes, I will see you all hopefully Monday. Have yourselves a great weekend. Thank you for hanging out while I was editing. I know it wasn't super exciting, but I needed to get it done. Okay, I will see you all later. Take care, everybody. And as I say in my video, see you later.